to the rat house, baby, where the truth ain't quiet, and neither are you. Where the ChatRats crew slide in, pull up a seat, crime talk, cold facts, and a jazzy backbeat. We got stories to tell, got some justice to serve. So pour up that coffee or something with a swerve. There's Rat Daddy leading 6'5", a cool Toys the queen with the sharpest of tools. Dean's cracking jokes, Mary B's got the tea, and Lawleen lays the law down, real boss energy. MJ's got the fire, Gingy's taking names, Jesse's dropping Angel Baby's in the game. The clerk's keeping order, Misty's watching close. Pinky promises, keeps receipts, and she does the most. We're the ChatRats, baby, worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the rat house, baby, that's how it goes. Snap, snap. Cherry lights it up. Sherry lights it up, neon glow behind her head. Tombstones drops the facts that awake the dead. Connor's taking notes, Janine's on the clock. Hetty the paralegal keeps the court on lock. Sweet woman, sweet, but she'll sting if you like. Calypso keeps it cool, got that island vibe. Prince Lover's in purple, that Texas pride glowing. Sherry's laughing loud while the facts keep flowing. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da-bum, da-da-bum, ghetto. G coming through, crazy-eyed cheese, oh you better believe. Robo-rat clicks, sparks, gears in his head, breaking the code till the lies drop dead. Jump, jump. We're the ChatRats, baby, worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the rat house, baby, that's how it goes. Crime solving cracks. Worlds are stage. That's a fact. Together, we're the ChatRats crew. We ain't looking back.
Bam, what's up everybody? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. What y'all doing out there? What up, Terry? Cheryl? What up, Vagina Mike? Cop's daughter. Nice. Good to see you. Cajun, what up? MJ, what's up?
What's up?
Not shit. What up?
No.
What's up, Dean?
Oh,
Yo.
man.
Yo. How's my audio? Is it okay? Demon voice?
Yeah.
No, I can't
Okay.
hear you.
I'm about to mess my audio up. Something's come unplugged.
Oh, we still hear you, so not your audio.
I know, but I can't hear me. Deal with it, MJ. I'll fix it in a minute. We're doing something else. So what y'all up to? What up, Dean? Dying
Yo.
G's in the house.
Where in the world is Dean?
I am in Nebraska. Not the most exciting place, but it's where I'm at.
Is it cold?
A little bit. It's not like freezing.
How cold is it?
Yeah, I thought there was an after that.
What's up, Lawleen?
Hey guys.
Uh-uh.
No,
No, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Oh, it's another dean. We've got 2 deans.
Yeah, you got to kick the other one. All right, cool.
What are you
Already
gonna be in
kicked his
trouble for,
ass.
MJ?
Because you're here. You yell at me when I get sassy.
Damn.
No, I do not.
Sorry, I'm fucking with this thing.
You gotta get the
Dean
little
just entered
earbuds
the
to
chat
go
again. Dean again. One more time. Is
So
this you,
good.
real? Is this you?
So good
There
I
you
had to
go.
do it thrice.
Third
Yeah,
time's a
that's what I
charm.
thought. That's what I thought. You're having a good time.
Hell yeah. What's everybody up to? It's a good day, guys.
Not shit.
Every day's a good day.
Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is. Gotta make it a good
No.
day.
Most days that we have to hear from MJ, terrible fucking day.
I
Worst
Hey,
day
knew
of
you
my
were gonna say
fucking
something
life.
about me, you asshole.
Yeah. Every
I was
time.
just being nice to you.
Yeah, well, fucking knock it off, bitch. Knock it the fuck off.
It's over now.
That shit.
stop faking. She's trying to fake it till she makes it.
Right. I'm like, oh,
Make
I'll be
it
nice to
makeup.
Dean today. Just kidding.
So I
Wait, I
cannot.
gotta address something before we get into content.
Mhm.
Okay, y'all know how tight we are, the people on this panel. We talk.
Hmm.
I was rewatching yesterday's stream or watched the parts that I missed. And
Mhm.
then usually when I come on the panel, I stop it because I know what's been said at that point. But I was in the car and I saw myself. And how come none of y'all have told me? It looks like I have like this big, like, I don't know, like cancerous tumor or something on my
What?
face. Especially y'all that watch on TV screen, because I can see it on my phone. It's like I want to zoom in and show y'all. Like I don't have something on my face, but it looks like it. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to start doing this on a computer because this is obviously from the lighting or something. Like I had a
I've
big
never
thing of
noticed
chewing
anything
tobacco.
weird.
It looked like I had a big thing of chewing tobacco in my lip or something.
I'll have to watch yesterday. I was sleeping.
Well, I need to go and look at the other ones and see if it was just yesterday or if it's always. But I was disappointed no one like, what's up with that behind the scenes to me in the chat.
Yeah, if I look. No, never mind. I'm not going to say it. Dean, shut up.
Well, okay. Whatever the fuck that was about. I'm not gonna say Dean, shut up. All right.
No, because I was
Okay.
going to say if I ever have my camera on and I
What
look
up, Mary
funny,
B?
you guys have to tell me.
Hey, oh, I thought Dean left.
No, he's
Nope.
still here.
Still
Damn
here, bitch.
Damn it.
What's going on, baby?
Chillin'. How about you? I had to move closer.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much
ING, how
the same.
dare you?
Oh my god, this cable will not go in right.
Everyone's
What
just
are you
having
trying to
problems.
shove it up your ass?
I got called 5150 or whatever by Diane G for saying that. Great.
Shit. What is it? I can't hear myself. This is
We can hear you.
I know.
You sound beautiful. You don't need to hear yourself. You're fine.
Yes, I do need to hear myself.
No, it's so
Maybe I will.
weird. When I use Dakota's headset, it's so friggin' weird. I don't like it.
All right, these people came for a show, but I cannot pull Discord up on the computer. It will not pull up.
What are you
What?
trying to blow up our spot?
I don't
And
know.
That's where he
there's
gets
a-
all his content, because he manipulates us into doing all of his content for him.
Yeah, he's like, tonight's the night.
And Barbara, full of questions. My eyes usually are barely open because I'm exhausted by the time I get on here, but I will try to keep them open more tonight. Because I'm the only one on here that doesn't smoke weed, I think, and I'm probably the one that looks like it.
This is a family show.
I
Talk
don't
to me
either.
about
That's right, because
Cheryl,
I raised my daughter right.
Cheryl, it's a blanket. This is a blanket. And
Merb.
it was gifted to me by my brother-in-law, who calls me Mary B. And so that's what it says.
Merb.
I was like, who's Marib?
You know, I haven't mentioned, I saw your tie apron on a stream when I wasn't on panel. Have you
Yes.
used it yet? While you
No.
eat your DoorDash?
I have not. I have not figured out the correct time to wear it yet.
You go to the door and get your DoorDash in your apron. That'll be cute.
Like, these are my dad's ties.
All right, ramblers, rambling along.
Sorry.
We got some.
That's what the people
We got
want.
next witnesses last. We didn't watch this yet, did we? The Proctor finale on here.
I think we did, didn't we?
I don't think we watched the Proctor finale.
Oh, okay.
Let me look and make sure. I can't tell if we watched it or not. We may have. I think we did.
The tie apron was creepy.
I think we did. All right. So.
No, Sue, unfortunately, I do share a first name with that person. So
We don't claim that name.
sucks to be me.
You also have the same name as my cat. So there's that.
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah, my cat's
Yeah.
name's Meredith.
Oh,
Don't
you're
be
Taylor
getting her
Swift fan?
government name out there.
What? She just
That's
said
okay.
that she shares the name of that person.
Of an
Yeah.
ex. She didn't specify. She could be Lindsay
Oh.
that goes by Mary B.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Why are
All right. Let's see. We can do this now. Start out with a little DUI guy.
All right.
This is his latest on Karen Reed's civil trial. Hopefully, I can get my headset working right while we watch this. Let's check it out.
both Karen Reed and the O'Keefes agreeing to continue a motion that was originally scheduled to be heard in December, and then again just a couple of days ago in January? And now we have a new date? What is going on here? Why are we not getting a hearing on this issue? Let's break it down.
It doesn't say anything new.
You must follow the law.
He was present, so I think he can answer whether or not it happened or not.
Have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client.
Mentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly.
Are you able to estimate of those 1,000 different types of cases dealing with accident reconstruction? We're not with the jury present. That was a tough.
Have you reached a verdict? We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up with Stella with attorney Larry Foreman. Folks, today we are going to continue talking about the Karen Reed case. This is a case that we just cannot get enough. There is so much more to cover. There's so much that I have missed over the past month as I was covering other content. And now it is time to get right back into it in 2026. Last we left them, Karen Reed and the plaintiffs representing John O'Keefe have filed a motion asking the court to compel Sergeant Good to turn over documents relating to his position and termination as a sergeant in Canton Police Department after he was let go for misconduct back in early November.
What?
Full of questions. Barbara is saying that Larry gives her the ick. Like she doesn't know about him. What didn't you like about him? Just hearing his voice makes me feel like we're back during the trial because we haven't really watched him that much since the trial.
Yeah. Yep, you're right. Some of these things, let's respond to them in the chat while I work on my shit, please. Thank you.
Of 2025. A subpoena was sent to him with a deadline sometime in mid-December, which he failed to comply with. And then something strange started happening. And I want to talk about it. I want to explain and elucidate as to the technical aspects of what is going on and exactly why these things may be happening. from a trial lawyer's perspective, okay? Have you been injured in an accident? Have you been hurt by a doctor? Have you suffered from a dog bite? Have you lost a loved one due to someone else's negligence? Call us, 1-844-774-HURT. Get a trial lawyer to get you the most money you deserve. Now remember, this is not a criminal case, right? This is a civil case. Civil cases move a lot slower because there's really not a whole lot of pressure from the bench. As in criminal cases, it's like the prosecution are the god and the defense are like this measly little Gollum going, precious, represent, this is my client. And they're like, hey, go sit down. We're getting a trial date next week and we're going to try this case. Okay, we're done here. Civil cases are not like that, okay? Civil cases move a lot slower and there's a lot more moving parts to them. There's a lot more discovery, not only from the government side. Usually the discovery comes just from the defense in criminal cases. Give me everything, Mr. and Ms. Prosecutor, and then the defense may have some very little to contribute. Sometimes they don't have anything at all. And that's fine. That's normal. In civil cases, there is so much information being exchanged between both parties. And in this case, we also have the Norfolk County DA's office involved. And both the plaintiffs and the defense in this case, the O'Keefes and Reed, are both going after the Norfolk County DA's office to extract information from them. And that video is going to be coming here very shortly, unless I decide not to do it. We'll see. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to cover it. It's been a few weeks since it happened. I don't know if other attorneys on YouTube have explained it or not. I don't like beating a horse to death. I just like moving.
Yo, what's up, April?
What's up?
Not shit.
Smart April's here.
Hi, Laurleen.
Hey,
Hi.
April.
How are you, Merb?
Oh, never better.
Dean, are you up?
Ever better.
To my knowledge, Larry is engaged to his girlfriend. Like, I thought they were engaged, so to my knowledge, they're still together. And how is MJ having to leave us to go do laundry when she was texting about laundry at 10 o'clock this morning?
Because
I didn't do any until I started dinner, okay?
It's called
It's
procrastinating.
Right.
Some of
We're
us
trying-
know it better than others.
She was trying to get people to help with laundry at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, and no one helped, so that means I have to do it myself.
That's
Oh,
a lot of
I will
laundry.
be right back. It is a lot of laundry. Dakota's tall. His jeans are like a whole load of laundry, where my entire week's worth of laundry is one load of laundry. So I'll be back.
Good luck.
Prince Lover, I offered to let her fly me up there and help her with her laundry.
She doesn't need help. It's a Keebler. She can wash it all in one load. Little
And
Keebler
Lindsay, I
outfits.
think it's a compliment that Dean and Larry remind me of each other.
Dean and Larry?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
What do you think
Something
about that, Dean?
their personalities and the way they talk remind me of each other.
I'm one of a kind.
There's
Yeah,
this
don't
guy.
put him in
There's
the categories.
this guy
Don't
on
put him in
YouTube
the
that tells
categories.
you like all the best deals that are happening on at Costco,
Always.
and I feel like he sounds like Larry. Like it's a very like advertiser kind of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has that like Better Call Saul
Like
voice.
yeah, ShamWow.
Yes.
But wait, there's more.
But wait.
But wait.
Forward.
More.
So let me know in the comments below if there are any
So
issues that you
cyber
still
check.
want me to kind of touch up on from December of 2025 before I move on to other things like the Raul Valle case. I really am itching to continue the testimony in that case, for example. And then, of course, the Aaron Spencer case that is coming in just about 3 weeks to the tubes. So those are the things we have to look forward to. But today, the joint motion to continue the hearing on plaintiff's motion to compel further answers to interrogatories from defendant Karen Reed. Now, this is quite interesting. What does the motion say? Both plaintiff and defendant respectfully request the court continue the hearing on the motion to compel further answers to interrogatories from defendant Karen Reed. So plaintiffs have made a motion asking things of Karen Reed, and it looks like the court has scheduled a hearing for that originally. But then I imagine Damon Seligson or Alan Jackson or whoever reached back out to the plaintiffs and said, hey, listen, we still need a little bit more time on this, because I imagine the interrogatories in that case are voluminous. They may be pages and pages and pages and pages long. And that's normal. That's standard, especially in a wrongful death case. That is not uncommon. Even though they're going after the wrong person, regardless, answers have to be filed to interrogatories pursuant to the rules of discovery. Discovery is just a simple word for stuff. Give me the stuff. Give me the discovery. That's all it is. Discovery is stuff. Stuff is discovery. Capiche? Okay, cool. Now, the court has originally scheduled a hearing on plaintiff's motion along with other matters for January 6th, which was just a couple of days ago. However, plaintiff and Reed have continued to confer since then. There it is. Since plaintiff filed the motion, and plaintiff has agreed to serve a new interrogatory for Reed to answer. The said interrogatory has been served on Reed. Therefore, plaintiff and Reed both request that the court continue the hearing on the motion until plaintiff can evaluate the sufficiency of Reed's new answer. So maybe it's an issue of something particular. There's maybe one specific interrogatory that the plaintiff is going, hey, you need to answer this, and we need this answer like this. And the defense is going, wait, hold on. She can't answer it for this reason, that, or the other. And the plaintiff said, no, I don't care. They filed the motion. Then Karen Reed's team reached out and said, listen, can we, and this is what lawyers do all the time, can we simplify this thing? I don't understand what you're asking us to do. This question is really strange or bad or weird or improper, and here's why. Do you want to maybe rephrase it? And the plaintiff's lawyers were like, okay, fine. Here, I'll send it to you tomorrow. How's that? Okay, that sounds good. We will talk to, we will see when we receive it, and then we'll discuss again if we need to revisit the issue. Cool? Cool. All right. And they hang up the phone. The joint motion relates only to plaintiff's motion and does not impact Reed's pending motion to compel production from third parties, Michael Proctor, Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, which were also scheduled to be heard on January the 6th. Wherefore, they respectfully request that the court continue the hearing on plaintiff's motion currently scheduled for January 6th. And of course, the court is going to oblige. This happens all the time. This is a very common and very normal practice in civil cases. When you have tons of documents, tons of discovery, tons of information being exchanged by both sides, being thrown from one side to the other, this is not unusual for some attorneys to get a little aggravated, file a motion, and before the other side even gets to respond, the court maybe schedules a hearing and whatever. And then in the meantime, they kind of like, hey, they kind of talk it out. And then they realize, okay, maybe we can fix this issue amongst ourselves. Because you really only go to the judge as the referee, right? Auntie Bev, you're supposed to be just the referee. Imagine, let me give you a scenario compared to some of the videos that I've released in recent days about Auntie Bev's corruption and how deep her leverage and, you know, trying to push on the scales of justice in favor of the prosecution really went. Imagine in this case, you have a joint motion, right? We have a joint motion. Both parties are saying, Your Honor, we just need a little bit more time. And then the plaintiff says, yes, Your Honor, we need a little bit more time. And then Karen Reed says, yes, Your Honor, we need a little bit more time. And then imagine the judge goes, I don't care. I'm not interested. You guys need both time. I'm going to hear this motion whether you like it or not. You see how ridiculous that sounds? It makes no sense. The judge is now stepping outside of their capacity as arbiter, as neutral decision maker, and they're stepping into the shoes of someone who is now insisting. And, you know, it's like putting your hand on Lady Justice over there behind me on one side, and in this case it would be the plaintiff's side because it's plaintiff's motion, and saying, no, I insist that I'm going to help the plaintiff. And the defense is like, what do you want me to say? And then they're going to be, you know, the judge is going to be barking orders at the defense, like, you need to provide this, and you need to respond to this, and you need to this, and you need to that. And, you know, Damon Sullivan would be sitting there going, right, okay, are you done, Judge? Are we finished? Okay, I will see you, you know, at the next court hearing. Bye. Like, what can they say? There's nothing to be said. It's just so ridiculous when a judge becomes a plaintiff's attorney or a prosecutor or a defense attorney, or it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work that way. So they both agreed that issue is not going to be discussed for a hot minute. Hopefully Sergeant Good is, that motion is coming. I really hope so. I really hope to see some documents from Sergeant Good and his compliance with the subpoena, but of course it's not up to me. And I'm really looking forward to making more content on the Karen Read civil case because, folks, there is so much more coming. This is barely the tip of the iceberg, and the Karen Read civil case is in full swing. Both parties are exchanging blows, exchanging punches, exchanging discovery or stuff, as I said. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue on this journey. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Folks, as always, I hope you all learned something. I love every single one.
He's got a couple of videos from the last couple of days. Might as well watch a couple of them since we're here.
Play the super chat song.
Oh,
You got a 50, yo.
it's a 50, yo.
$50 bill.
$50 bill. Who's making biscuits?
Do you remember?
Perfect amount of awkward silence at the end of that super
I
chat.
love that.
That just added itself in there. I don't know how that even got in there.
Yeah, throw a "how dare you" in there.
Yeah.
Oh
How
my
dare you?
How
How dare you? Yeah, so let's check out one more video.
I still think you need to do the. Do you even watch the show, Lolene?
Dude, I
one of your good sound bites.
I gotta get it cut out of there. Cut it. But now they have AI clips on StreamYard, so all I gotta do is say clip it, and it'll save this time. For
Has
me.
everyone watched Lara's new super chat?
Yeah.
That was so
Oh,
good.
BLT
Cherry
made
and
that?
BLT.
Oh, Cherry
Great.
made it. Yeah,
It's
Yes.
good.
yeah. Big fan. Big fan.
They got the Crawford dance Muppet style. It was great.
And I've seen a bunch of the new rats that are getting made. Oh,
Ooh.
magnifique.
I can't wait to see April's.
I can't wait.
I'm not gonna say anything.
It's gonna have a little like thinking cloud going up with Turtle Boy like in the
Me riding the turtle.
No,
Or like a framed turtle boy, like on her desk.
she is separate than Turtle Boy.
I agree. I
No,
hope
I
she
right.
is.
know. She is separate, but like that
Her
was
own-
her
she can even have her own YouTube page
Don't
She
put
is
any
not
crazy
allowed
ideas
to
in my
do
head.
that.
if she's so inclined. She may have her own
Already-
YouTube page.
I already told the chat you're gonna take my water bowl away after the stream for talking during the video a minute ago.
Yeah.
Won't
Stressing
have
out. I've
any
only got one
nourishment
ear.
tonight.
Well, just to put it on record, Danny is like on my case about getting my friggin' channel.
Mhm.
You need they need to drop the link to your channel so you can go ahead and start building it back up again.
There's nothing there.
Gotta
I'm
put the
subscribed.
content on it. Put the
I know. I will
content.
put content on it and I will let you guys know the second it's there. I just am really bad at like following through on things.
Well, now's the time for you to
I
be
get
getting
it.
all over that.
We're
I
not
know.
going anywhere.
I
Joe
need
Biffle knows that, Thunder.
I need
Don't let Biffle
accountability.
fool you. Biffle will fool you purposely. So don't fall for it.
Yeah, come say hi.
Damn it, only one of my ears and my headset's working. It sucks.
You need a new headset.
Yeah, or the jack
need
inside
some
my new
super
board is
chat.
not working right.
We need a headset super chat.
Oh, yes,
I took my
So this
crown
is a
down.
DUI guy. This is his take on
I
the
know.
sidebar. So watched some of this the other day. It's pretty good.
Karen Read trial number 1 from 2024 feels like eternity, almost 2 years ago now. We finally, for the first time, have access to the sidebars. And I'm gonna give you the trial lawyer's vantage point on what I think went right and what I think went wrong with those sidebars. Let's get into it.
It doesn't say anything new.
You must follow the law.
He was present, so I think he can answer whether or not it happened or not.
Have you had any conversation with the prosecutor?
I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client.
back to Buckle Up. It's the law. Gosh, I missed you guys. Did you enjoy my latest video of the trial that I had back in November? That was a really fun one. I hope you guys are also liking the new introduction. Shout out to you, my editor, Boyan. I love you, bro. May you have the most amazing 2026. And same to every single one of you. 2026, you guys, is the year of the Fire Horse. It begins on February 17th, and it is going to illuminate all of the darkness that has collapsed upon us in the last 2 years, the year of the dragon and the year of the snake, which was 2025. And it is no surprise. If you had things go awry in 2025, yeah, the year of the snake, I think, kind of says it all. But hey, I'm not hating on any of you snakes out there. There are a lot of good people who were born the year of the snake. But when you land in the year of the snake, sometimes things can go south. So don't worry. 2026 is going to bring us so much happiness, so
I
much
had a
joy,
patient
and of
tell me
course,
about this the
so
other
much
day.
content. I'm
What?
Sorry, there goes my food bowl.
What is it?
I said I had a patient telling me about this the other day. Like 2025, the year of the snake, like you shed bad relationships. And then 2026, the year of the horse, is like galloping into a better future or whatever. I'm like, huh, that's pretty freaking accurate.
That.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's accurate for me anyway.
Works for me.
Yeah, I shed a few bad relationships in 2025. Woo!
Did
Let's
you?
go 2026. Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
And you know one of them.
I was going to
Oh,
get you to
Lord, here we
explain
go.
it. I was going to get you to explain it.
No. let's
Nah,
don't
I'm
go
not
there.
gonna do that here.
Oh, okay. You sure?
I
what's
mean,
their
if you
first
want
and last
problems
name?
on your stream, Danny, I could bring problems to your stream, bud.
No, there's
Drama
already enough
channel.
problems.
He'll
I've already
give you
got
a
enough
roll with
problems.
your meal after the stream, Dean.
Yeah, I've got enough problems, Dean.
Larry looks like he's reaching for Kevy Kev's bazoombas.
He's
Ooh,
got,
good call,
that's just
April.
one of them.
Ready to motorboat them.
Yeah, that's just one.
Oh,
Yeah, motorboat. You're fucking speedboating them over.
I mean, already
Ready
we
to
are going to
juggle 'em.
start the year off with fervor, with panache, with a lot more words that I don't even know what they mean. What we're going to do today is we're going to start going through the sidebars from Karen Reed's trial number 1. I don't know if you knew this, but if you were watching the Karen Reed trial number 1 from April 15th until the end of June in 2024, you may have remembered that anytime the lawyers would go to talk to Judge Bev, Auntie Bev on the sidebar, there was no audio of it. Well, guess what? We now have the transcripts, and thank you once again to the trial channel for making it into a audio visual, something we can listen to and something I can analyze rather than just simply reading it. I think this is so much better. It is a little bit AI enhanced, but
He's going to do the same thing we did, so he must watch this show.
Because no one else has done it.
Only the glare.
What? LYK.
Oh, LYK listened to him too? Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Someone,
that's good for her.
yeah, he
He
was
deserves it.
big time shouting her out.
May.
I'm sorry, Freya. She's really mad at me.
remember this
We'll do this one then. This one's about Mr. Good, I think. Because he ain't
guy
off
from the Karen
Oh,
Reed
I
trial.
haven't heard.
Sergeant Good, you grew up in Canton.
I haven't heard what he had to say about the sidebars. I think it would be really funny for him being a
He ain't
lawyer
even going to
talking about
say
it.
anything. He's about to watch the trial channel's version of the sidebars.
But you know he's going to comment on how
Oh, yeah.
obscene and outrageous or been out of
We
the
are not
ordinary.
watching that again. So
Hmm.
we can get his comments out of it. But we already watched it, so too bad. So sad.
I finally got to hear the part where they did the house viewing. Like I caught up on the stream where that happened. That's the first time I've heard that. That was really interesting.
Yeah, while they're all standing around in the street.
It sounded like Lally was not fully prepared for what he wanted the jury to look at.
It was a lot of what if anythings.
Yeah, it was a lot of side street. What if anything's? Like,
I wonder why he wanted him to focus on the console so much.
so they wouldn't realize that there's no way he got hit by a car.
No, I'm being for real. Like,
Don't look at the yard. Just
Yeah.
look at the console.
like, what was there a drink glass still in it? Like, what was going on there?
Yeah, I
No
think
way.
that he had like maybe some kind of plan, and then like it just didn't pan out because she didn't fucking do it.
Because he kept emphasizing it over and over, and I'm like, what would the console
Yeah,
have to add to the prosecution's case?
that
Unless
is
there's like a spilled drink or salt residue. I mean, I don't know.
What we need is people to
knows?
check out spaces and make sure we're not missing any good spaces.
Was there supposed to be any today?
No, I have no idea. I don't know how to
They
keep
just
up with
pop
that.
up out of nowhere, don't they? I don't know. I
don't know how
I
to keep
do
up with
try
it.
to go on X, but I'm like, I can't. There's so much
See,
happening.
people are saying we need to watch his reactions, and now you got BLT on it with the X stuff.
Yeah. Find us some good stuff, BLT. But let's check this one out first.
Are you able to estimate of those 1,000 different types of cases dealing with accident reconstruction when
The music.
Defendant not
Oh, it is music.
Welcome back to Buckle Up, It's the Law with Attorney Larry stuff as I await anxiously for the trial channel to produce some more content for us to analyze with respect to the sidebars. And no pressure. Like I said, shout out to the trial channel. They're very hardworking people, and I know that they're very, very busy. So we will just have to wait patiently and cover some other topics as we go along. So stay patient. I promise you there are more coming because the trial was long. The transcripts are thorough, and videos are going to be produced for every single one of the days of the trial. So that's probably 20 or 30 videos at the very least, possibly even more over the next few weeks and months. So be on the lookout for those. Now, in the meantime, I want to shift gears and I want to talk about Sergeant Sean Good. Now, Sergeant Sean Good, you may remember from the Karen Reed trial, he originally started out as the patrol supervisor working the overnight shift at Canton PD. He was actually the one who got the call about the fact that O'Keefe's body was found at 34 Fairview, including the calls from both Carrie Roberts and Jennifer McCabe, two very prominent figures, as you may recall, in the Karen Reed case. Now, after he received the call, in a very interesting turn of events, he actually personally arrived at 34 Fairview. Why? Well, that's a question for another day. One of the more unique aspects of Sergeant Good's behavior was at the scene at 34 Fairview, he was the one with the leaf blower. Remember that? He helped clear the snow at the request of Lieutenant Gallagher. And you may remember Lieutenant Gallagher, he was a character. He was absolutely a character. You may recall us breaking down his lies and deceptions on this channel many moons ago.
At the scene.
Oh,
you
really?
never, the fact is you never wrote any report about what happened at the scene, correct?
Correct.
Now, Sergeant Good was very, very unique in the sense that, first of all, he was one of the last dominoes to fall. You know, unlike Proctor and Buchanan and all these other players who have been sanctioned and terminated and released from duty from Canton PD well before November of 2025. Sergeant Sean Good was one of the last dominoes to fall, and maybe for good reason. Remember, when he testified, he was one of the only people who said he did not recall Karen Reed saying, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, which everybody testified to, including the firefighters. He also testified that he saw absolutely zero taillight evidence as they were clearing the snow around John O'Keefe's body. However, on cross-examination, it came to light that some of his testimony did not match his report about where the taillight pieces may have been or may not have been. So it should come as no surprise that Karen Reed's civil attorneys, namely Damon Seligson, shout out to you, Damon, Alan Jackson, shout out to you, Alan, and Liza Little, and shout out to you, Liza, and the rest of the crew that I'm not so familiar with, they decided to send a subpoena to Sergeant Good requesting a production of documents. I should call him former sergeant at this point, but you understand what I'm saying. They sent him a subpoena, and it reads as follows. To Sergeant Sean Good, greetings. You are hereby commanded in the name of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, pursuant to the provisions of Rule 45 of the Massachusetts Rules of Civil Procedure, which is production of documents, to produce at such and such address, such and such stuff on or before November 15th, 2025. And what is this stuff that is being requested? Number one, all documents, video, or audio recordings and communications, including but not limited to emails, text messages, and other forms of instant messages to, from, or concerning Karen Read, her family members, heirs, assigns, employees, yada, yada. Got it. Next, number two, all documents, video or audio recordings and communications concerning the 2021 black Lexus SUV. So anything that was discussed regarding Karen Read's SUV. You see, when you send a request for production of documents, you can't just make it a blanket, give me all your text messages. That's going to be struck for overly broad. It's very easy to strike that for being overly broad. Since we now do a lot of civil work, I am getting very good at being able to narrow issues down so that no judge could possibly go and strike a subpoena later on. So if you need an attorney, have you been injured in an accident? Have you been hurt by a doctor? Have you suffered from a dog bite? Have you lost a loved one due to someone else's negligence? Call us. Number three, all documents and all communications relating to the death of John O'Keefe on or about January 29th, 2022. Karen Read's lawyers want to know what he said about John, to whom, and where. Just on that day, they're limiting it to that one day. Same goes for John O'Keefe II, Paul O'Keefe, or Margaret O'Keefe, but there they want all the information between January 1st, 2021 until today, or at the time that this was filed, November 15th, 2025. Almost a full 5 years worth of text messages in that particular regard, which is not unusual because Sergeant Good may have a personal relationship with these people. And if he does,
You need to request Carrie Roberts' communication.
No. Number five, all documents and recordings, including text messages, emails, etc., concerning Brian Albert, Nicole Albert, Chris Albert, Julie Albert, Colin Albert, Brian Higgins, Jennifer McCabe, Matthew McCabe, Allison McCabe, Carrie Roberts, that's 10, or any other individual present at 34 Fairview, Canton, Massachusetts, 02021 on January 28th or January 29th, 2022, or any interviews, meetings, conversations, or encounters with any such individuals from January 2021 to the present date. Number six, all documents, videos, communication, etc., concerning Stephen Seraph from January 28th, 2022 to the present. Same goes for Michael Lenk, Kevin Albert.
So who has didn't Proctor do a response to the little subpoena or whatever?
He did indeed.
I can't find it.
I'll look.
It's not
I
light
saw it
loose.
posted on X, and then a couple of law tubers have gone over it as well.
Which law tubers?
You know, lawyer, you know, did.
Yeah.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, I can't get into the Discord. It will not open it. It refuses. It's
Well,
refusing to
You
open.
can go to his channel and open it then.
Yeah, I know.
That way we don't have to read it and we can listen to him break it down.
Let me look for it because I think we just did what DUI got supposed to do again already the other night. Oh, the expert is live.
With Emily.
Yep, I see that.
She's explaining to him what had happened.
With the Karen Read case, the whole case.
Yep.
So what's the order of events? Is it the Lifetime movie? Is that Saturday and then Karen's interview is Monday? Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading.
I'm gonna miss it Saturday night. I made plans.
Ooh, can we talk about them on the panel,
Yeah.
or do we need to discuss it on the scene?
Yeah, I'm going to the club, man.
The elbow room?
No, it's a like a dance club in Boston. It's like
Do you go? I mean, I'm sure you've gone since you don't drink. I mean, do you still enjoy it as much?
yeah, I get high on music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I started going to the club after I stopped drinking. I used to just go to bars and shit, but
yeah.
So I'm doing that. It's very
That
people
sounds like fun.
So, for someone who doesn't like to be around people, do you just like dance by yourself over in a corner, or what?
No, I have like we have like a friend group that kind of circles off, and they keep everyone away from me, which is nice. You know, they know that I don't like people around, so they kind of guard me.
Mary B's the one up in the cage.
Don't fucking touch me.
Well, let's see what LYK says about this Proctor response. How long ago was this? 2 days? Yeah, 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Always happy to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, which bar is it so we can check for a webcam?
Mechanisms and tools in place for lawyers to try.
Which bar is it?
It's called Royale. It used to be the Roxy when I was younger, and that's like all the Roxy people are coming back, so it's a little bit of a throwback night.
Don't throw it back too far.
Hopefully the kids
And
don't
get
show
them
up
to
and ruin everything.
work as quickly as possible and as appropriately as possible. So when it comes to this delay, is it a big deal? No. And frankly, this delay of a motion to compel hearing is probably what the result of the hearing would have been if it would have been argued in front of a judge today. And I'll explain why as we go through a number of documents that have been filed in the Reed v. O'Keefe case. Let's start out with this document, which was before the hearing was continued. I thought this was interesting. The judge filed this order to facilitate the orderly conduct of the hearing scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Counsel shall notify by 4 p.m. today the assistant clerk, Kelsey Donovan, the attorneys who will be speaking on behalf of their client. Those attorneys who will be speaking on behalf of their client are requested to sign into Zoom by 10:45 to allow Clerk Donovan to admit counsel to the meeting. So this was the day before the hearing was supposed to happen. The judge is like, hey, let me know which of you attorneys are going to argue for which clients. I don't want this to be a free-for-all. I know we have 25 attorneys. I know we have a bunch of different clients. I don't want everybody speaking over each other. I don't want everybody speaking at once. I don't want multiple attorneys making the same argument. Let's simplify this. Let's organize this. So let me know ahead of time. We can make sure everybody's sound check is working appropriately, so it's not like, or I'm a cat, Your Honor, happening in the middle of this hearing. I appreciate the judge thinking ahead. That's an important issue, and let's try to keep this as streamlined and appropriate as possible. The next document we're going to look at, one of the more important ones for today, and the ones you guys might have questions on. Third party Michael Proctor's statement in support of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office opposition to defendant Karen Reed's motion to compel production of data. Now comes third party Michael Proctor and submits this memorandum in support of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office opposition to plaintiff's motion to compel data in response to subpoena. Defendant Karen Reed motion should be denied because it and the accompanying subpoena constitute nothing more than a fishing expedition of Proctor's personal cell phone. So this, to me, sounds like we're not interested in working with them, Judge. This is a fishing expedition. They deserve none of it. They deserve none of it. They cite a case where quashing a subpoena where it constitutes nothing more than a fishing expedition. Of course, The court is not supposed to, nor will it allow any lawyer or client to go on a fishing expedition. For instance, if I really hated Ashley D, which we know is not, of course, the case, and I wanted to sue her, and I said, Judge, subpoena her personal cell phone, or I have some other case, and I'm like, Judge, I want her personal cell phone. Give it to me now. The court would never allow that, right? That's a fishing expedition. You can't just take somebody's cell phone and look through it. There has to be a reason for it. It has to reasonably lead to discoverable material. It has to be possible that we're going to find something relevant on that cell phone that we might be able to use at trial. And while lawyers can get very creative about what is appropriate, what is potentially relevant, courts do not want to give over people's personal information, personal cell phones, computers, logins, Google searches, things like that. Okay. They really don't want to do that. It does have to be relevant. Okay. Cody, 13 months of membership. That's awesome. That is awesome. In Tennessee, I was just there recently at Dollywood. Okay, so let's keep reading. Moreover, Reed and her attorneys are already in possession of at least 38,707 pages. Those are not 38,000 text messages. Those are pages of text messages from Proctor's personal cell phone. So Karen Reed has a lot, but that's not everything. And just because this is another thing with these cases, right? Like, I've heard lawyers make arguments like this. They never win, and they're never appropriate arguments, and the court almost never buys them. It's like, Judge, we've given them so much. It's like, that doesn't matter. You have to give them everything that is responsive, everything that is potentially relevant, everything that could be evidence in this case. You have to turn it over. In some cases, that might be one piece of paper. In others, it can be 17 terabytes of information. Now, if it is 17 terabytes, sometimes we, in the law, we're pretty rigid and we stick to the rules, but we allow exceptions and more time. Timelines are really important. Deadlines are really important in the law. And holding people's feet to the fire is part of the process. But when there's a ton of information, like 38,000 pages of text messages, sometimes we allow a little grace period and we allow a little more time. So that might be something that is appropriate here. See also the DA's office opposition at page 2. Reed's motion seeks previously disclosed and widely publicized text messages sent by Proctor with an assumption that there are others. These 38,707 pages were, upon information and belief, subpoenaed by a federal grand jury pursuant to an investigation into the Massachusetts State Police involvement into the criminal investigation and prosecution of defendant Reed, and included Proctor's personal text messages sent both before and well after the state grand jury's June 9, 2022 indictment of Ms. Reed on second-degree M charges. Importantly, the contents of Proctor's cell phone are currently under a December 10, 2025 protective order in the criminal case of Commonwealth v. Miles King. Accordingly, to the extent that Reed alleges that Proctor's cell phone contains information that shows bias or prejudice in pursuing a criminal investigation against her, such messages, if they ever existed, have most certainly been produced during the criminal proceedings in this case. So just saying something doesn't make it true. If this is true, then I agree with them. They don't need to turn over anything else. But there needs to be an explanation that proves this is true. Some kind of privilege log explaining why the other text messages are attorney-client privileged. He makes some other arguments in here, which we'll talk about, how you can put on a log that we shouldn't have to turn these over, Judge, because they're harassing, they're overreaching, they're not relevant. But you should have to explain that. Just like Karen Reed's team is assuming that there's more on this phone in addition to the 38,000 pages, it sounds like Proctor's lawyer is assuming that there's nothing else that could potentially be relevant. It doesn't seem like either side has looked through it and made that determination. And that is what needs to happen. And Karen Reed's team can't look through it and they can't make that determination. Proctor's team can. Norfolk County DA can. And they need to explain to the judge and put it down under oath. This is everything, Judge. And I haven't really heard that. I've heard Norfolk County DA's team say, we will continue to supplement and turn over what we believe might be relevant to this case. We've turned over everything we've seen so far. But they have not drawn a line in the sand and been like, we're done. We've looked at everything and that's all there is. Yet Proctor's team wants to make that argument.
Wait, Danny, you got to pause it, please.
All right, here's the argument.
I see it.
What roadkill are you eating tonight? Because I just got to know if it's the same as I'm eating.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, we all got deer in our freezer, though. That ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
I see it.
Reads request seeks documents that
Yay, troll.
are overly broad in time and scope, seeks documents that are privileged, and seeks documents that are not likely to lead to the admissibility of admissible information. Do not love the language of that title, but we'll just skip past it. As pointed out in the DA's office opposition, Reed's subpoena seeks text chats, audio files, pictures, and videos that span many years and in some instances predate Proctor's employment as a trooper, which began in 2013. The DA's opposition at page 3. Accordingly, the subpoena on its face is grossly overbroad in time and scope. Moreover, as also noted by the DA's office, Reed's subpoena seeks documents protected as attorney-client communications and documents protected by spousal privilege. To be sure, all of these communications are privileged and not subject to disclosure. And then the footnotes. Upon information and belief, no indictments arose out of the grand jury investigation, and Proctor was never found by the grand jury to have acted with bias or prejudice during his criminal investigation of Reed. Okay, what about some other bodies? To the extent Reed asserts that Proctor and his attorneys should be forced to review the data for these privileges, such a request is overly broad and unduly burdensome. And this is going to be a big point of contention here. Who should have to do this? If I say it's relevant, I need it, Judge. They say it's not relevant, but they don't know what's there. How do courts usually deal with this? And why is this so important? Well, one of the reasons it's so important, money.
Money. What you smoking on, Mary B?
So you were right. It is the banana cake and jealousy together. And that is what I'm smoking. And it's really, really good.
It is good, I told you. It's
You were
a nice smooth one.
Danny knows this devil's lettuce.
I don't know a lot because I'm in Mississippi, but I do know the Mary Janes and a bunch of other random shit.
Very, very
all random information. Dean, you fall asleep yet?
He's not.
I'm trying, but you keep talking, Danny.
I know. I want to get back to this video for Dean.
This is incredibly expensive.
All right, buddy.
Wait till you hear how many pages or documents are potentially involved here.
BLT knows
to pay
about
a
regular
lawyer
lettuce.
to go through all of that can be extremely expensive. And guess what? Normally, Proctor would be able to say, this is my personal cell phone. They shouldn't get it. But the reason it's even at issue here is because we know there is at least some information on there. So the judge has a number of different potential decisions in front of him. Number one, he can say, Karen Reed, this is overly broad and unduly burdensome. I'm not going to make Proctor pay somebody to go through all this. Number two, he can say, turn it over to Karen Reed. Let her go through it. You don't have to pay to go through it. There can be a third party that may be a taint team sort of thing, but you can have some kind of digital forensics, third party, unbiased vendor that can go through everything, categorize it, then turn it over, and Reed and Proctor could potentially split the cost. We've done things like that with certain analysis on computers and other things and actually split it with the other side. That's a potential chance. Or if I was Proctor, what I might argue is, Judge, let's let the Norfolk County DA's office be that third party. They're not a party of this case. They're not a party to Proctor, who's not a trooper anymore, or Karen Reed. Wink, wink. Let them look through it, which they already have, and let's trust their determination as to what's relevant and what's not. If I was Proctor's lawyer, that's the argument I would make. Judge, to do this again costs way too much money. The DA's office is already doing it. Let's just trust what they turn over as relevant, privileged, irrelevant, whatever it may be. And if I was the court, I would think about that, right? Because the court's not going to automatically distrust the DA's office like we might in this chat. But to save a lot of money and time from lawyers and from individuals paying lawyers and experts to do this, that is a realistic option that Proctor's team may point out. Furthermore, as a non-party to this litigation, Proctor has an expectation of privacy in the information contained within the electronic stored data. So my problem with almost every argument Proctor and his team make is that they haven't gone through these documents. So there could be completely relevant text messages, audio, video that they don't know about. And they're able to say at this point, well, we don't know, Judge, because we haven't looked, but we also shouldn't have to turn it over. That's not a fair argument. They either have to say there's nothing there, or it's too much for us to go through all of this. The DA's office is already going through it. The Supreme Judicial Court has previously held that all persons have privacy rights in response to documents and information sought by subpoena, and the court has cautioned trial judges that the existence of a personal interest in non-disclosure of documents might well persuade the court against ordering production of documents. Yeah, duh. We don't want to make people do this, generally speaking. Finding that upon reprimand to the trial court, a witness's privacy interest might become a factor in whether the witness should be required to produce documents, as the production might possibly be exposing personal relationships of no concern to a congressional legitimate investigation. This, too, is such a case where his honorable court should prevent disclosure, especially in light of the fact that Reed already has 38,707 text messages. This is completely irrelevant to me. Just because I have 38,000 of something doesn't mean there's not another 50,000. Doesn't mean there's not another 2 that I need. Doesn't mean there's not one more text message I need to prove my case. There's no law that says once you reach 35,000, you don't have to turn over anymore. That's just not how it works. So to me, that's an irrelevant argument, number one. Number two, he's leaning very heavily into the fact that he's not a party, which is perfectly fine. And if I'm a lawyer, I take what best suits my client at the time and fight for their rights. And because he's not a party to this case, he has certain rights. But we also know the boogeyman in the background, not just Michael Proctor, but that other case where Michael Proctor is, in fact, a party, which changes the type of discovery that might have to be provided. And we've already heard the O'Keefes talk about consolidating these cases for discovery purposes only. And we'll see how that happens. But if it does, this argument goes by the wayside, becomes completely moot. So you can make these non-party arguments now, but if I'm the court looking ahead, I'm not sure how much weight I want to put into that. Undersigned counsel have not seen the scores of thousands of documents, texts, emails, messages, and other items contained electronically stored in this data, okay? So this is a very legitimate excuse and argument that, Judge, there is so much information here, we haven't had a chance to go through it all. And what is your answer to that? Okay, how long do you need? I'll give you that time, go through it. Because this argument only plays for so long. Once you've been on the case for long enough, the court's going to expect you to know your case and appropriately represent your client. Imagine if I went into a case and be like, Judge, we shouldn't have to turn over anything I haven't seen yet, and I haven't looked at any of the bad stuff for my client, so we're not going to turn that over. That's just not how it works. Now, if it is from 2003 on his personal cell phone, I would agree. I think you have some arguments to limit the date and time and scope of what you have to go over. But if within that relevant date, time, and scope, there's 100,000 documents, I have absolutely had cases with 100,000 documents, probably more. I've had undercover cases that I tried with my dad, one I can remember. The boxes and boxes of cases of documents that we had that then we had to store back in the old days. We stored every stitch of paper for 7 years. It was thousands of dollars just to store these documents. So it sucks, but there are plenty of cases where there are terabytes and terabytes or thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of documents or text messages or pictures. So just because that's the case doesn't mean you can use that excuse forever. Whereas the data contains data going back more than 13 years, it is likely to be more than 100,000 items. So I tell you again, 38,000, whatever, 107 doesn't make a bit of difference to me. Because he's agreeing there's over 100,000 items.
You're muted, Danny.
That's a lot of items.
I'm wondering, I'm like, they're saying, oh, it's like 37,000 pages of text and stuff, but I'm like, Well, we
Yeah.
don't need it to 2013.
No.
Like, take all that, minus all that. We don't need that. Now, how many is it?
Yeah, for real. Can we just get the last 5 or something? 6. That's a lot of items for somebody to have to sit there and read through Proctor's crappy ass text
I'll do it.
messages.
And then is it a, what do you call it, a tank team that goes through and decides? Like, have they picked who's going to be the person who determines what's relevant or not?
Well, that's what it sounds like would be the next thing to argue, because they're just saying like, "Oh no, this is you don't need to look." And
Too
but
voluminous.
Huh?
Yeah. Like it's too voluminous for us to get together.
right, but they're not even saying that. Like they're saying you shouldn't even have access to this. It's a fishing expedition, which is probably hopefully going to be a losing argument, and then it's going to be okay, well, someone needs to determine if it's fishing or not. Like someone
Well,
needs to
just based off what came out at trial, that's a pretty good argument against it being a fishing expedition. Plus, now that we know there are also texts that concern the Miles King case, you know, he has a habit of
also
including stuff in
Proctor
his
didn't
text.
mind fishing for nudes.
Right.
Yeah, like
I
That's a
saw your
different kind of
comment
fish.
about that the other night.
they don't need to fish anymore, you know? Like they've already caught him. They just want to see what else is in there, you know?
A license plate.
Yeah, there's definitely like a boot, you know?
Ooh, Scott Mess. Scotty Mess in the house. We got 2. I think we got 2 out of 3 Scotts.
Ooh. Almost got the
Great.
trifecta.
Great Scots.
There's a missing Scott though.
Scott.
Great Scots. Damn it.
The
Damn,
Scott
damn.
number 3 has been pulled into drama, so I think he's taking a break, which I support.
Oh, okay. You talking about the McGinnis man?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
People
he don't need to be in that stuff.
No, you've hit a new low when you start bringing him in.
Yeah, because he, even during the Giardia shit, he went everywhere and hung out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he was
always
going-
been just like about the corruption, you know. He just really wants to get it fixed, and he believes in it. So
Remember, he was going on Aussie's show. That's like when he first started going on people's shows,
Mhm.
and all of that shit like blew up right when Scott McGinnis started going on people's shows, and then he felt all fucking weird.
Yeah,
And people were giving him shit. It's like, dude,
What's the drama related to? I mean, all I've heard that he's done recently was on the fundraising panel for
that's
Karen.
exactly
but
what
I
it's
haven't heard
related
anything
to.
negative.
yeah. I think they're doing like, I haven't heard specifically, but I think that's like similar to like Mazza drama. You know, they're just like taking the people who have
Like to
stayed neutral and
Pick
attacking
the
them.
side.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does there have to be sides?
So, I really wish that I could open Discord.
You try.
You can't get in at all, or you just can't open the links that are being sent.
Did
It won't open.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
I'm sorry,
I
I
don't have
can't
the
pay
plug
attention to
Discord.
this anymore.
Oh, you got your rat. Hang on.
And
Make
it's
her big. Make
I
her
know,
big
I
screen.
was trying to, but I can't because, well, send it to me on X and I can. I can show it then. But there's a couple of more in there too. I wanted to look at
I
them.
know.
Oh, she approves. You can tell
Oh
by her
my gosh,
reaction.
toy.
God damn. Stupid.
So stupid. Tell me what the secret sauce is.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I can't see it yet. Dang it.
It won't let me see it on my
Now you have
iPad.
to change all of
You're
your
gonna have to hold it
thumbnails.
up again, April.
Hold on. I have to thank Toy first. Priorities.
I think she can hear you.
Are you here? Oh, there
Yeah,
you are. Thank you. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I think I might should have restarted my internet before I started something.
Well, this has never happened before.
No, my iPad doesn't want to go into Discord either. That's where all the shit is.
Yeah, what's happening? How can you have a stream without having Discord open?
Be the first one.
Ay. What do you want me to do?
Nothing.
I just want you to hold it up again.
Send
now
it
that I'm zoomed in on my phone. Oh,
Well, here's
they
a
need to
crazy
do
one.
Stupid.
Oh
I love that.
God.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Look at how much nicer my hair is than it is in real life.
Well, that's the point of the rats.
at least you didn't have like a leaky roof over you or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
holding up a tarp.
Yeah. Toy
Great.
used to be so
Good.
detailed. My first one had a pool full of chirping frogs because when I first started coming on panel in the spring, my pool was full of frogs and all you heard was the chirping frogs. So I had that
Aw.
going in mine.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to save this. Make this. Put
And
this
then you
on
have
my
to go on
driver's
every
license.
platform and change your avatar to your rat. So you'll be cool like
I
this.
know. How do I?
You'll figure it out.
Can I make this my driver's license photo?
Yes. Yes, I did that too.
You have to log on to the website.
So that's only 38% that we've gotten so far. Why have we not gotten the other 60+% of documents? And if they are personal or protected or privileged, that's fine. Let us know that. And the reason for all of this, because it does seem like a lot. And if it was flipped, you guys might not be so gung-ho. But if Karen Reed was like, I don't want to turn this stuff over, but I also don't want to look at it, I would be saying the same thing. Burying your head in the sand is not an appropriate excuse. Because if you say, this document is privileged, you can't have it, and later we find out, which has happened in this exact case, oh, it's actually not privileged, or it actually is very relevant, you should be sanctioned. There should be adverse inferences and instructions made to the jury because of what you did as a lawyer and a client. It is likely to contain photos and communications. It is likely to contain. So, Judge, I'm going to make arguments that are valid arguments to block discovery and to give you a protective order to not allow me to turn this over. I'm going to make the very legitimate arguments, not knowing if they actually apply because I haven't looked at the documents. You see how this is difficult to kind of make a call on as a judge? It is likely to contain photos and communications of and with not only Proctor's wife and attorneys, but also his children, his family members, parents, friends, and others that have zero interest or relationship to this matter. I bet he's absolutely correct. And for all of those text messages and documents and items, they shouldn't be turned over. But what about the ones that are not?
Hey, Danny,
additionally, the data may...
Dusty Rose's chat.
No, BLT sent me a bunch of stuff that's coming through.
It says that the Barron account is having a spaces, but
Oh. So somebody send me the link on X.
that sounds like a BLT thing. Babsy Barron, I don't know. Is that different than the John Barron? I'm not into the X stuff. I can't keep up with all these people like changing their names too.
It's nonstop. All day. All day. All day. So BLT wanted me to show you guys this, I think, on X, if it'll pull it up. Wow. Maybe we just keep doing this because my internet's getting all fucked up, I guess. Something's happening.
contain sensitive privileged information regarding other criminal.
Say it again.
Said if all else fails, you can go to the elbow room, you know.
Not if it won't pull it up.
Investigations and may jeopardize the scope of those investigations. Sure, I agree with you. Those shouldn't be turned over either. Moreover, it may contain confidential, privileged data, medical information that is protected. Again, it may. These rules limit the availability of medical and hospital records as well as other state and federal laws. to allow the defendant Reed unfettered access to this data on such an unfounded basis that discoverable information might exist constitutes an unwarranted invasion of privacy. Proctor respectfully requests the defendant Reed's motion to compel be denied. Okay, so if I'm just reading this, by the way, this was filed on January 5th, which is very annoying if I'm a lawyer on the other side. It's like you couldn't respond before 1 day before the hearing. If I'm the judge, maybe I'm a little bit annoyed. But if I am the judge, and let's just say there's no other documentation in this case, and they show up for the hearing today on January 6th, and Proctor's team makes this argument. If I'm the judge, I'm not going to...
Did you just do the Pinocchio? I'm a real boy now?
I'm a real boy.
Because I'm the only person that's ever done that.
I've never heard you say that.
Yes, in my real life, I say it all the time.
Play a clip. Roll the tape.
You have to get satellite footage.
Video or it didn't happen.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I just said it. You just saw me say it.
Hopefully Google Maps caught me doing it because this is the only time I'd be recording myself.
Google Maps.
Yeah. With sound, Google Maps, the little Google car, you know.
Oh, KP just started one too?
Oh, we finna get in some spaces then.
Oh, Kate. Ugh.
Garth, I probably can get into the elbow room. I don't understand what's happening with my couple of things that won't work. The elbow room is popping.
Thirsty Thursday.
Look who's out here. Right in the middle and the top.
There he is. Playing the
The
air guitar.
Trinity Killer.
Is that Bob Mata right there in the front?
That's what I was thinking.
Where? Yep, that is Bob Marley. Got his
tumbler.
tumbler. That's him. Oh shit.
Dude, that like beard line.
Oh, the bubble machine's going. You know shit gets crazy when the bubbles are flowing.
Oh, it's windy in there or something. Why is her hair blowing so much?
Probably feels good. It's like 65 degrees here.
Thursday.
Yeah. Third prize.
Stupid.
I like how he doesn't button up his shirt. That's hot.
Yeah, that's Bob. But yeah, we can get into the elbow room.
Well, that's
We're
good.
gonna get into some spaces. So, but you have to send it to me on X. I can't get it any other way.
Well, spaces.
Holy shit, dude! It's this fucking nice. Travis Tritt is playing guitar for this band. You see him?
This guy was in the military.
Who's
It's like
that?
a standard issue tattoo. Military.
Travis Tritt. He's playing guitar, bass, right side of the stage.
Is that someone I should know who that is?
Travis Tritt, huge
Yeah.
country star.
I hate country.
Pink tank top.
No, the guy playing guitar.
I know, but there's a lady singing.
Yes. I wonder what song.
I don't like it.
Whatever it is, it's
Singing
good.
some kind of like rock, and I don't. I
Avril
prefer,
Lavigne, maybe?
prefer a man's
That's what-
voice for rock.
Put your rice in the microwave. Yeah, it's going. We might not can watch the spaces.
I thought you could get on Twitter.
I was, but now it's like really slow.
It's like, not anymore. You can't. Mm-mm.
I know it's weird. Now I've been disconnected.
Oh no, Jathan.
It's Jathan. IT Jathan, you bastard.
going to force them to turn over documents they don't know. I'm not going to force them to turn over 100,000 documents. I'm not going to say, too bad, so sad, you're getting sanctioned because you just hired a lawyer and they haven't had a chance to go through 100,000 documents. What the judge probably would say is, go through the documents, turn over what you think is appropriate, provide a privilege log what's not, and if Karen Reed still doesn't think you've turned everything over, she can file another motion to compel. So it would have been a delay anyways. It would have been a nothing burger. Nothing big would have happened at the hearing today based on this response. But this wasn't the last document filed. This isn't the last thing we're going to read on this case. The next document is the joint motion to continue hearing on Karen Reed's motion to compel Proctor to produce documents pursuant to subpoenas. So we are going to dig into this, but remember what Proctor and his team just said.
What do you just search Spaces on X to see who's on Spaces? Or you got to be like following these people to see they have one set up?
Yeah, you can search them.
I'm going to try that.
Hi, Clay's God.
We're not giving
but it's
you
not in the
anything. It's
regular search.
protected.
It's not like how you search for a user. Like you have to
That's
go to that side thing, and then I think there's a spot for Spaces on there, and then you can search in there.
Okay. I'll check it. But you can't restart your computer when you're streaming. Then I'll have to restart the stream. And I already tricked this many people to come in here. I can't trick them twice. That's a lot of
privilege. It's medical information. This is a phishing expedition. You already have everything you need. You already have 38,000 text messages. We don't want to go through the other 100,000. But let's read this. Defendant Reed and third-party Proctor respectfully request the court continue the hearing on Reed's motion to compel Proctor to produce documents pursuant to the subpoena. The court has scheduled a hearing on Reed's motion along with other matters on January 6th. However, counsel to Reed and Proctor have continued to confer, okay? They have continued to confer since Reed filed her motion. Proctor has begun to produce documents. What? It didn't sound like he was going to produce documents. Didn't sound like he was going to produce anything. Didn't sound like he had seen all the documents. How can he produce what he hasn't seen? But in order for the court to agree to this, in order for Karen Reed, Stephen Proctor to work together on this, he starts producing documents and has represented that he has not withheld any documents responsive to Reed's subpoena on any basis other than attorney-client or marital privilege. He made way more arguments than that in the motion we just read. But the only things he's withholding at this point are privileged documents, which I would assume includes some kind of a log to explain to Karen Reed or her team why he's not turning this over, why they are privileged, what it is he's holding back, which, by the way, is the appropriate way to do things. So because he's producing documents, because he hasn't withheld anything, and because he's telling us that what he has withheld is privileged, Reed and Proctor request that the court continue any hearing on the motion. Once Proctor completes his production, Reed will decide whether to withdraw her motion.
Why can't they just give? I don't know. If this was something they were asking Turtle Boy or Karen Reed to do, they'd already come to the realization you're going to give it to us. So give it to us now. Let's see if this will
that's
work.
the opposite for them.
So this is KP's Spaces. Let's see what they're
Why
doing.
is everyone so crazy? Ooh, I'd like to know.
I'm
Probably
sure she'll have the answers.
What's the what?
Apparently, I'm
there's
perpetuating
Ed
an
Wetero,
innocence fraud
Super Troll.
on the Karen Reed case.
Well,
I guess I think Karen Reed is innocent, which
I guess I think Karen Reed is innocent.
Where I've said that.
She gets very upset when we don't nonstop call Karen psycho, a psycho killer, whatever. Sorry. I mean, that's just not, no matter how I feel, that's not what I'm going to be doing nonstop on our show is just calling her that over and over again. First of all, she was found not guilty. Is that my belief that was the correct call? No, but she was found not guilty. And she gets upset also that these people, like Carrie and Chris are coming on our show, and how Carrie said, I liked Karen. Initially we were friends. I really enjoyed her. I thought she was good for a job. She really gets upset when people give any type of credit to Karen. But what does she want them to do? Would she prefer that they lie? I mean, that's the truth. That's their true feelings. And we're not gonna, and that's not doing anything for Karen. That's them being completely honest and showing who they really are. They could get up there and bash Karen and do to Karen what Karen has done to them, but that is not who they are. And we are not going to ask them to do that on our show.
Yep.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying
Now,
earlier.
who's the
She's
she that they're
demanding
referring to?
that they lie. It's the same
Right.
Say it again.
They're saying she gets really mad when Carrie says it this way, or she. It's like, who's she that they're talking about?
That's a good question. Because that's Lydia. She's one of the 4 people.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember wondering who Lydia was.
She's the Hank super fan.
Yes. But yeah.
Only 60 people in there.
And then like, oh, they get so mad when we say Psycho Karen. And it's like, you get mad if people say Mick Albert.
Oh yeah. Or just
Apparently
they're such
that's
nice people.
Soviet propaganda.
They're such nice people, those McAlberts.
Oh yeah.
Were you planning a moment of awkward silence?
I think so.
TV just released an article.
Oh, is it the one about the Wachusett football?
The football, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
It won't let you mute that in there. Damn it, that Babsy Barron, hers is already done.
Oh.
So it was only
that good, huh?
3 minutes.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
I think she is not a good person. I don't think no.
Who is she?
Well, another thing I wanted to mention, I did hear her saying, talking about the Testify website, and I think she's got it a little confused. It sounds like she thinks we created that website because she keeps saying the Testify people copyright struck me, and no, no. We and she also said something about like the website is about the people that created it, and you have to dig to find out about the witnesses. Well, the website is about the people that created it. The witnesses created the website, not us. We did not create the website. It's all them, and they did not copyright strike Roberta. We did. Forensics Room. It's 2 separate entities.
Right.
So I wanted to clear that up as well.
And what
I
is
think
she even
has that
talking about?
confused.
You have to dig to it.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm not sure. But I mean, she's
Well,
saying you
it's-
have to dig to find out about the witnesses or the people that the website is about, and that the website is all about the people that created it, but the witnesses are the ones that created it.
Amy, can
it's
somebody
not
explain
even
to
all
me what's
about
going
them,
on in the
honestly.
chat?
I will
Yeah,
go over
no.
the situation and their goal.
Oh my God, what?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the chat. At DG says, I'm going in there to tell them how gay they all are. And then
Why are you asking me? Why don't you
then
ask the chat?
DG, I'm trying to figure this out. Then DG says, you
How
know
you
who
gonna
I
figure
am,
it out out
Lolly.
loud? Who's Gigi?
Yeah, where do you see that?
She says, I'm going in there to tell them how gay they
Can't
all
figure
are.
out who that is?
Oh,
I mean, is
struck
it
her
Diane
skin.
G changing her name?
Probably so.
Because she says,
MJ
you know who I am, Lolene. And I'm like, wait, Diane G was just in here.
She said,
It's
"Stop looking at me, Swan."
I know, it's one of my favorite Billy Madison quotes.
Yeah, it is.
So is that her talking? That's not her talking.
We can't tell. I can't mute their talking and stay in the room. It's weird. I have to leave the whole room.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know why it doesn't have like a little mute button or something.
It was happening to TB2 on Sex Cult. He was playing it, and when he mutes it, like for himself, it was still playing for the audience. Like we could still hear it, even though he couldn't. So
It's weird. It should have a little mute button in there, but it don't. God dang it! Keep pulling the wrong one up.
thanks, Elon.
Yeah, thanks,
Elongated
Elon.
muskrat.
Did it again. All right, here we go. They're losing people out of there already.
In a murder case? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Kate, you kind of touched on this a little bit. She's upset that certain questions aren't being answered when, Chris is on the show, Carrie's on the show, but we're trying to get into some of the stuff, but we have to keep it light as well. And like you mentioned, Kate, behind the scenes, understand we're not just talking out of our ass every little thing that comes to mind. We are preparing ahead of time. We're making sure these are things we can discuss because, yes, there is civil litigation going on. So we cannot get into everything. Would we like to? Of course. We could keep them on for hours going over things, but we literally cannot. So, yes, there are questions that people want answered. We want answered. We want things answered. Questions we'd love to ask. We can't do it. If you notice, we don't really take questions live. We'll have you guys email questions ahead of time and kind of make sure that those things are okay to talk about. But we cannot just speak off of, whatever comes out of the top of our heads. We have to prepare ahead of time and make sure that these are things that can be discussed without, us getting dragged into court as well.
Who is Jams? Like the leader? Who the fuck is Jams?
I don't know who Jams is. I've only seen Lydia one time. I don't know.
Well, April's on there a lot. Do you know who Jams is?
I don't know who Jams is.
Damn, Jams.
Damn, Jams.
Nobody knows who you are. But you sure are talking a lot. Could be one of the 4 horsemen. I can't see the profile pic very well.
All right, so Diane G, did you ever talk when you went in there?
No, she's talking about in the chat, Lolene. There's a chat to the spaces. She left a bunch of nonsense comments, she said.
Okay.
Diane G says nonsense comments is probably pretty nonsensical. But it wouldn't let me read those either. I'm scared to push a bunch of buttons for fear it might kick me off here.
Dude, just crying, clapping at the Nan shop.
God.
Jams threatened Nurse Kim?
Pardon?
Care Bear says, is she the one who just threatened Nurse Kim?
Jams?
I don't know if that's who she's talking about.
Oh, well, is that who the she is that she's referring to?
Well, everybody keeps talking about Roberta Glass. It sounds like someone who's AKR.
Well, that's not Roberta Glass.
Mad that they're not pushing harder questions at Chris and not calling Karen mean stuff. It sounds kind of like they're saying Roberta Glass is not happy with how the spaces are going or YouTube streams are going with Chris and Carrie on there.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm like,
Roberta Glass is like your compass.
Is this like
Well,
their
BLT
internal?
knows what they're talking about. Well, put it in the chat, BLT.
Well, get up here, BLT.
Somebody else is saying, oh, Manson lamps. I think a Prince lover bringing the MC Kasi G rhetoric in here.
Where is Kasi G?
Yeah.
Where is Lubin Dubin? Where is Lubin?
Where is
AKR
Lubin?
and fighting.
That is a question that deserves
Everybody
answering.
that's in Discord, go right now and message Lubin and tag him until his ass wakes up.
Okay, so supposedly they said it was Roberta. Okay, so Roberta is not happy with how the interviews are going. She wants them to be apparently more harsh towards Karen and more invasive of the guests who are involved in possible lawsuits and civil litigation.
All right, let's listen to this.
Getting torn apart even worse because you try to defend yourself and then, it turns into a giant Kafka trap. There's also some legal nuance to this. And I would just like to point out to people that, the New York Times standard with defamation is a huge hurdle.
Nuance
Huge hurdle.
in this case.
as a plaintiff, right? So you don't want to make yourself a public figure if you're intending to sue for defamation, especially in a case like this, where like they are not public figures. They have done nothing to invite any of this. They have not sought publicity. They have tried to maintain their privacy. Now, because a handful of disgruntled YouTubers are like, you better speak up, or I don't know, people are going to support you anymore. Like, fuck off. Why? So they can attach an impossibly high standard. You can say a lot of stuff. You can call Donald Trump a pedophile. He's never suing because he can't, right? It doesn't matter how prominent you are calling this, because he's a public figure, right? Like it's the standard is really, really, really high. So you can get away with a lot talking about public figures. So like it's just stuff that, again, these people are so either obtuse or selfish that they don't even consider before they make these demands of complete strangers who have been through so much already, right? Through no fault of their own and have had no control over it.
It bugs me when TB says figure.
Oh, you know what else he says?
Figure.
He also says cordial, which makes me irate.
Like a cordial.
Cordial. Just being cordial. That is weird.
I'm like, my guy, come on. Haven't you ever heard that word spoken out loud before? No one else is saying it like that.
Yeah. Every time he talks about himself being a public figure, I'm like,
Who
come on,
did you hear using that word like that?
Bring them to me.
Bring them to us. Let us see what they're doing. All right, let's
see
go
their Velcro shoes.
back in here again. See what they're talking about. Damn it, wrong one.
Death row inmate. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she just blocked me out of association because I'm friends with Kevin. I don't know. So she was just on her spaces saying that we all blocked her and we all have fragile egos. And I just want to make it publicly clear here is that she blocked me first. I really tried to reach out, trying to figure out the why, and I couldn't get an answer, and I ended up just blocking her. And so I just want to make that clear because that was just completely inaccurate and insulting to say that we all did that and we have fragile egos when in fact it was her who blocked me.
Well, I'll be honest, I blocked her way before we had a show. I blocked her like over, I think, a year ago. I don't know. Whenever she started going at Kevin, I did not.
You still can't get in Discord?
And it had nothing. I didn't go back and forth with her. Like, I've not ever gone at her. Just, I didn't agree with what she was doing to him, and I blocked her. So it had nothing to do with our show. She's been blocked for a very long time by me. So
I'll email it. Can you get in your email?
Yeah, makes sense.
What are you emailing now?
I don't know, something that Care Bear sending you in Discord.
We'll do it
Wanting
later.
to see justice for John O'Keefe. This is just so absurd and ridiculous, in my opinion. There's even drama.
Well, I say cut cancer out. I like that you're a soft-spoken Christian woman. I respect it. I do. It's not me. We're like the odd couple here, you know. No, I because again, like we don't have like a unified movement because there was like Karen Reed and that whole defense. They ran it like a business. There was a hierarchy. It demanded blind loyalty. It demanded unity, even, when objectionable things are happening. That is not what we are doing here. It's very grassroots. It's very organic and therefore it's rather disorganized and there's no real hierarchy, which I think is great. I get accused of the Justice for John O'Keefe website. I started that website and then I was put on a billboard I wasn't promoting myself on there. I purchased the URL so that the Free Karen Reed people couldn't do it. And then
what did you say?
She's nominating herself. This is like her campaign right now for her to nominate herself as leader of the AFKR.
She's got it wrong. Like, it was not a hierarchy, or I mean, it was literally common sense is all that was required. Like, there's no blind leadership following going on here. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's
I'm
just
like,
common sense.
Wait, Kate has it wrong? That can't be
Just
right.
a little bit. And also,
Weird.
someone else has now said that this Jams person called out Nurse Kim to a fight today.
Oh.
Oh, it's not really a fight.
Leave Nurse Kim alone. All right, what's this?
Law Girls, I guess, reposted this.
What's this say?
Hey, Nurse Kim, how about you catch me outside?
Oh.
Chris Albert grew up in that house. It was his family's home. He would know far better than you ever could how long that paint had been there. And while we're at it, why don't you just let your fans actually listen to Chris without laying on your commentary and lies? Why is that so hard? Is it because allowing people to see him as a real human being completely destroys your whole shtick? You all keep trying to distort his image and the images of others because that distortion is the only way you can maintain control of the narrative.
Okay, can we just be clear? Whoever said the red paint was John's blood?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay.
It's clearly
It's been there since Brian was 7 years old.
Or Chris, whatever. But I
Chris,
mean,
yeah, whatever.
I don't think
That's
anyone has said that, oh, that's John's blood in there. Who would be that stupid to leave it? Not even the McAlberts, which we say to make it easier than to name every one of them. But even, I mean, some people said that the paint was spilled over to cover up evidence. I don't believe any of that.
Well, blood isn't maroon, so.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
I suppose like one could think that's an option, but I don't think there's nothing that supports that. It's just paint. It's just paint.
Right.
There's no
Like they make everything sound like the things we say are ridiculous.
Well, also the like, why don't you just let him speak? It's like, no, you did that. You did that on your show. This is her
Right.
show. People come
Right.
to her show to hear what she has to say.
Like, we all heard his speech. He's a great guy. That footage outside of his restaurant that we've seen and other footage we've seen of him has been extremely impressive about his character. Well,
Yeah, he's totally nice.
Yeah,
He's
and
very
stop being
welcoming.
mean to his child who's in his 20s.
Poor Colin.
I know. The fact that they keep saying, like, a child.
each day is just a battle, some worse than others.
Pull up, bitch.
Dude, no, catch me outside. How about that?
Like, maybe if y'all would have raised him a little better, but no, y'all treat him like a friend. Y'all sit here and take pictures with your kid flipping off cameras. That's very classy.
Yeah, he's an entitled fucking pain in the ass kid.
And then what the other kid did the whole vandalism of the house and kicking the dead bunny around and stuff. Yeah, y'all are doing a great job as parents.
Yeah, that's just fucked up.
Well, let's see what these nutbags are saying now.
Okay.
I can't remember who did one of us did it, I think, with where we put like the puppets over the
Oh yeah.
you know, over the over the curtain, so it looks like a puppet show back there. Oh my god, the basement is the worst.
Back in the day, like, so he, you know, for a long time wouldn't show his face because he was still kind of trying to be anonymous. And then when I started doing the YouTube, I was like, I'm putting my face on it. I'm putting my name on it. I had a mug shot from when I was like 19. I got picked up and arrested for driving without a license, which is a feat. You have to do it several times and then not show up to court for them to actually arrest you for that. But I did it, right? So I put my own mug shot out, like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna step, you like you said, you gotta step into the arena. So I'm like, let's have some fair play here. So that kind of forced him to then put his face on it, right? And so he would sit in his basement and you would see the dirty basement behind him. And across the rafters, he had this Turtle Boy banner that a friend of mine had made for him. And it was backwards because he didn't mirror the camera or adjust the banners so that it would read the correct way on camera, and he would sit there and just scream into this. He called it the FUPA computer because it was like this ancient MacBook that was always breaking down, and the mic would be all internal mic would be all messed up and stuff. And that was his show. And then I left. And at some point he decided, well, I need to start doing what she's doing. Because meanwhile, like, I had like a studio and professional lighting and 5 guys that would go in there. And we would, soundboard the whole 9 yards, right? Like it was a hobby for us. It was a labor of love. So he gets this green screen. And this was probably like 2020, 2021. He finally gets the green screen and starts using StreamYard because he said, well, if Kate Peter can figure it out, so can I. And he barely could. But
Next witness, you are doing lives. And I'm waiting on you to pick your day. So next witness wants me to hang out with her on her first live stream.
Oh my God, you're gonna peak. That's gonna be it. Only downhill from there.
I peak like once a week. It's fine. And the peak just
Good
keeps
for
moving
you.
up a little.
The dehumidifiers evaporated this. BRB.
It evaporated your drink? Oh, you still got all of those things running?
Oh no, I turned them off. I have to live here still.
I'm surprised they're still in your house then. Are you trying to dry out
They're
California?
supposed to come tomorrow to take them.
Good. You're gonna be like a damn a zombie wrapped up when you get up in the mornings.
Oh, I've been turning them off. I'm like, this is all for looks for insurance anyways. But they're still here, and you're like, I can't. Once they're gone, it's like there's so much room for activities.
Cartwheels again, finally.
Somersault down the hallway.
Oh yes, those are the days.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Some weird shit pops up on my X every time I put that down. It's crazy. All right, let's see if we can go in here one more time. What you talking about?
at least be aligned, right? And all this sniping, I was really happy and relieved when you guys started a channel because, like, I knew, especially with like, I knew the obviously the lawsuit was coming and the fundraising was going to happen and all that stuff. So I knew somebody had to stream, but I can't be the one anymore. I can't do it. Like you guys and Kevin do a really good job. And I personally think that people should be relieved that these things are popping up and that, someone's taking care of it. And it's just weird to me how all the people that are salty, they're not doing any fundraising. They've had no problem selling merchandise and taking super chats for themselves this whole time, but they can't help with the fundraising. Like, who are you really for here? Like, what's the goal?
Well, I think the thing about us, oh, sorry, Lydia. I was just going to say that the four of us who are doing the show, none of us have a desire to be in front of the camera doing this. This is not any of our personalities. So it's been something that we've considered over time simply because we feel like we're yelling into the wind on social media, and there needs to be a voice and there needs to be places for people to go and to talk where the story is not being sensationalized and we can actually logically look at things and rationalize over all the information. And so it's been a slow progress of us even getting to the point where we're like, well, ready or not, like, we're going to do this because it is
they don't want to.
We have a team, we all have our own personalities, and I feel like we all bring different elements to analyzing the case. I mean, I can't say how much Julie, like, her memory blows my mind sometimes.
I know.
I'm like, she'll just recall and she'll immediately have that something on file. And Jams is like the most organized person. I mean, I don't know. It's just everybody.
Seems like the CIA.
Yeah,
Jams.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone has
All
their
of you in
own
here have a
quirks.
file on you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
She's kidding, guys.
Mine is.
God, I don't want to
Mine
clip
is
all
like,
that laugh.
3
Clip it.
folders deep, probably. All my shenanigans.
Oh my God, Kate.
Yeah, so remind me when cool stuff happens so I can say, clip it.
Oh, and
It's
then
so
it just does
weird.
it. When does it know when to stop?
It only generates so many second clips. Oh, maybe your microphone is humming.
Oh, that's because Fiona's standing next to it. Hold on.
Fiona's trying to get her screen time in. All right, back to this again.
Is that better?
It's because that is either their intention or what they're actually doing. You know what I mean? Because I could never. I could absolutely never. And I've had conversations with people who, you know, with witnesses, honestly, that feel terrible sometimes. Like, well, you know, you don't get anything in return for this, and you know, thank you or whatever. But I could never bring myself to like monetize, you know, off of a tragedy like that. Like it's just gross, you know.
It's
I
so
think there's a
gross.
higher calling. And that's the other thing that, like, you know, Roberta, oh, people talking about Turtle Boy is just a distraction. No, the guy's a problem. Okay,
Yeah.
the guy's a problem. So if you really are against this sort of behavior, these tactics, what happened here, then you know that him walking around without any accountability, without any legal stop to it, just invites it happening again. And if you really care about it, you would think that you would want to do your part to educate the public on what's really going on with that and try to dissuade them from enabling it again. But apparently not Roberta. She'd rather talk about imaginary plumbers.
Well, and Julie's 15,000 views. I mean, it's so obvious what people are focused on. They're focused on the grift. So she's like, Julie got 15,000 views, and I'm super mad about it.
What is this? Was it a video? What was it that she was upset about?
I think it was Julie. What was
It was a
the
tweet, right?
tweet? Yeah, it was just a tweet.
She's mad about 15,000 views on a tweet.
Yeah.
Don't tell her about the views you got on your tweet the other day, Kate.
Yeah, I know. Julie too. I think Julie got up to 1 million. I got up to like 1.5 million. I mean, I would say more often than not, if I put out a tweet, it's going to get somewhere between 10 to 15,000. Like that's pretty. I mean, that's not really huge engagement, Roberta.
It's not a tweet.
Whoa. Okay. I mean, you're getting salty about just like regular niche engagement. Cool.
Well, she had 6 viewers on her kick stream after we copyright struck her. So
Well, and I mean, what does it matter? I mean, that's the thing.
I was just gonna say that.
Ultimately, what does it matter? We're trying to do.
Who did they copyright strike?
Nurse Kim, I think.
Oh, did they strike her? Because I watched that they like cut her off from. She was doing her stream with it. Other people could still see it, so it wasn't like they made it private. Like it was to her.
How would you do that?
I don't know. Kate Peter knows how to forge federal documents, so
Yeah.
But not
I don't
change
know.
the case number.
Maybe you could block them, but they can still see it. So they should see that we watched it too, but we have plenty of commentary and no strikes, so we'll fight that one.
but we're not getting 1,500 views on a tweet. Okay,
15,000.
Oh my God, you are so cool.
Can I get your autograph? You're so cool.
1.5 million views. Don't tell her what Julie got. Shut the fuck up. These people are nuts. Like you're humming again, Mary B.
Fucking shit.
Humming.
Did not give any attention to the fact of whether he was even there or not when I said what I said. But I do want to apologize to anybody who thought that that Chris is attached to anything I said in any way. I was purely speaking at one particular person, and that's it. Nobody else should take it any offense or take it to heart in any way. But as far as that goes, I apologize to anybody that felt slighted who is not named Aiden Kearney.
I appreciate that.
But no, you made me think, and you girls are doing a wonderful job with bringing stuff to the forefront.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah,
I
dude.
appreciate that. And I think it's just nice, for that to be said publicly like that as well. So I
nice.
appreciate that.
You made me think.
I love
And I appreciate
I
that.
don't do that
I don't often think before I speak. that might be obvious.
I feel
It's hard to
that.
do sometimes.
Yeah.
I get
So they're just gonna keep hanging out with the guy.
Can you believe that what he just said? I'm aghast.
Are you
He's like, I
surprised
was
that he doesn't think before he speaks?
No, before that, when he was saying like, oh, essentially, well, I was only talking to one person, so like basically no one else should be offended by my very explicit,
Threatening.
detailed death threat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Death threat.
To a witness in a case.
And it sounded like he was still like, yeah, no,
I'm
I
owning
meant,
it.
I meant that to
Yeah.
him, but you made me think I shouldn't have said that maybe on the space.
Because it made Chris look bad.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You gotta send me the new link, BLT. I think maybe I can use the old link. Let me try it. Oh, you already sent it. Cool. So the other Babsy Baron is back on. Let's see what these nutbags are saying in here. You never know what you're gonna get.
People in the chat are saying that they struck Roberta's channel instead of Nurse Kim, so I don't know.
Well, I know that she was streaming that thing from the forensic people, and
Yeah.
halfway through her stream, it was gone.
Well, we streamed it.
The night before.
I started
Yeah,
watching
but
it, but I didn't get
it'll-
to the point where it went down.
It'll notify them that we were watching, and that's how you strike it. You don't know they're watching while they're watching, unless you have.
They know while she's live. There's enough of them in there to be
Well,
reporting
yeah,
back.
somebody else is watching. I'm talking about like I'm running the stream. I don't know who's live watching my content until somebody tells me. But they'll send you a notification that somebody's watching your content and ask you, what do you want to do? And you have several options of things you can do.
What are they?
You can strike them, or you can add them to your watch list, where they can watch whatever of your content they want to.
This is slightly unrelated, but I wonder, does me being on here on StreamYard, does this count as a view for you? Because I just keep playing it on my phone so that...
No, if you're in StreamYard, you don't count.
Okay,
You're
because
not- you're not
well,
in
I
the
keep
numbers.
playing it on my phone anyway, so I can be in chat because it won't let me chat from here. But also, I'm like, are you getting the view or not?
I don't know. I don't
If
think
you're
so.
watching it in YouTube or chatting in YouTube,
Well, I know I'm giving the view from my phone, but I'm wondering if being on here.
no, not when
provides-
you're in StreamYard.
Okay.
It shouldn't matter. All right, let's jump in the lake.
Was the biggest train wreck ever. It's really beautiful. It's poetic justice that he did what he did on his bus stop live, and everything that he said. Like
I missed his bus stop live.
I didn't hear the whole thing. I just
so-
heard what they.
One of them's got music playing in the background. You hear it?
Yeah, I heard that.
Smart. That is fucking smart. Because you may not can hear it, and I might not can hear it, but YouTube bot can hear it. They'll claim me for that shit. Let's try it again. See if it's
Disney music struck.
Yeah,
But wouldn't they get? Oh, this isn't a YouTube.
spaces. So I don't think it matters.
Today, or maybe, yeah, I think
Oh,
today
yeah.
after all this came out, she was
You
like,
hear it,
"Oh,
let
I
me know.
should." I only listened to her briefly because I really could not even take it.
Very
listening
smart.
to her
Lady.
24 thing. But she was like, "Oh, I should see what Jimmy's doing, and we could do a live stream together." I'm like, "Did you not see what happened last night? Like, how could you legit be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with this guy? 'Cause he's a real nice guy." Like, I don't. I mean, especially if she's supposed to have a YouTube channel and be like a journalist, and she's connected with that. She'll be connected with that with him.
Do we
Like,
know what he said?
I just,
They were
Well,
talking
let's
about?
just but to your point, you say she is quote unquote supposed to be a journalist, right? I mean,
I haven't made it all the way through his bus stop live this morning.
Shit, we got kicked out of there. Gotta go back in.
But he was listening to him on Sex Cult, so I don't know. But it sounds like they're talking about his live this morning.
I didn't catch it this morning. Maybe for a minute.
he is ultra, like he's like on deck, if you will. Everybody's talking about him. So hey, why don't we just do a live together, right? And then like using Jimmy as a springboard for quote unquote more disruptive, you know, content and name calling and shit talking and everything else. So of course she would say that because that she's so low to the ground. She's like below the floor, you know, with the rest of them. So they just keep like going in a round robin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who's who right? So
it's hard for
I
us
just
normal people here to like fathom this type.
Why do most women not get the sports lingo very well? It's kind of like a round robin. Oh my God.
What is it? It's kind of like a circle jerk.
Exactly what you should call it, not a round robin.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's a
I
circle.
was wondering if the using Jimmy as a springboard was some kind of, what does that mean? What do you mean by springboard? Is it because he's gay?
Oh.
I was in and out because I was getting my boiler fixed, so I didn't want to be.
Oh,
on
Meredith,
camera.
you know that you were so shit faced
Yeah.
that you couldn't appear on camera.
shit
Oh my
faced.
gosh.
But it'll be funny. But I think what we should do, because Jess said that we should be creative, like have like a puppet show maybe with dirty socks, or we should get our own magnet board. But maybe we should do like Twitter something of the week and like make a whoever's the word, like you said, picking straw, like drawing straws, like whoever's like.
I think that's a great idea. I think that is a fucking great idea.
Yeah, like,
I've got the best idea. The best idea is don't listen to a fucking thing that Bat has to say because it's wrong.
You don't think we should do a puppet show with dirty socks?
No, we just won't take her advice at all.
She's like, I wish they would just be creative. Like,
does
she think she's creative?
When she, did her whole blowjob thing and licked her fingers playing with the ball. I mean, no, Jess, thanks. We're good, girl.
Yeah, we're
Thank
definitely
you,
not
though.
doing that.
Shut the fuck up. No.
And the
we're
thing
good.
is, we're not doing that.
We don't need
for,
it.
like, Meredith's not doing a YouTube show. She's just doing this to get her truth and her facts out there.
Correcting the record.
And we're also, she's not doing it for clicks, and she's not doing it for money. Like, no one's collecting. So it's not anything like what you're doing, Jess. Sorry.
Right.
We're not doing what you do. Thank God.
They really want to be able to say that, though. Just like the glare goes on his, whatever the fuck his dog's name is, the walks he does, and he rails against JFK and mine.
So aggravating. She is making him pile of money. And that's why you're fucking talking about it, because you're goddamn jealous.
Yeah, we're not doing what you do, making money. That would be stupid.
Oh, she's not in it for the money. Like, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
I was like, wait, what is she doing it for? What is this for?
So, like, Nan, she's gonna
Valid
return it when she gets paid.
attorney.
No, she ain't gonna return that money.
Nope.
You gotta get monetized first.
Court TV.
3,000 watch hours is a lot. So
Just has to get her receipts out there and correct the record.
yeah. How many people did Meredith have in her stream last night? I never looked at the number.
I don't know.
I didn't want to click on it too many times and start popping up my shit all the time.
I just saw the one clip that was in Discord of her like constantly fidgeting with her shirt and hair and the lip gloss. Someone
Wait.
made a
Oh my God,
comment
the
about
You had
the way she
300
put her
people
lip
or
gloss on
18
freaks
people?
me out.
She's like, I was like, why are you?
It's like literally exactly what I do.
Is it really? Or are you being facetious?
I'm all.
Even that's normal. She like twisted her hand and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 300 people in her chat last night. That's enough to knock some watch hours down quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Kitty.
remember what's the name of her page.
The old mayor
Mayor's
can you
Dead?
come to the phone right now or something like that?
That's the other thing. Someone clipped the like being mad at Jimmy for calling her old mare. Like, it seemed like she was receiving that as he's calling her old, because then she was calling him all other types of old things. But I was like, but that's just a shortened version of the name that you have.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get mad if someone says stupid April. I put it.
How dare they call me stupid?
Yeah, I was like, no, it's just the old mare, like old mare. It's just that's what you said, miss.
She's so dumb.
I'm going to find it so I can see what the views
For
were.
someone that smart, she's.
It's manufactured
I know.
outrage.
She got 8,000 views on her first stream and 4,500 on that stream. So she'll have her watch hours in 3 more streams. She'll be monetized.
Lame.
Oh my God, Megan! Even that's a Taylor Swift reference. Jesus Christ.
They're all Taylor Swift references.
It's creepy. It is creepy.
Somebody in the chat put earlier that Taylor Swift has a cat named Meredith. Is that really true?
It is, yeah.
What's up,
Wow.
All right. Here we go.
In fact, I did send her money and she didn't.
Hi, Frank.
They just weren't connecting the pieces how they were being manipulated, you know. And I think he knew that. He should have. Maybe he didn't, because he is a fucking idiot. But that's probably a little bit of the psychology about how easily he was able to get all these other people on board with, you're right, she didn't thank me. Karen didn't call out my name. Like, and it's fascinating the more you hear about it. Young Black economists, you know, kind of clued me into things a little bit the other day. It could have been her that said that to me earlier. Maybe I can't remember. I need to find out. It wasn't my idea because I'm not that smart, but it made perfect sense when they said it that way.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense.
So
Now I know these some bitches are not smart. If they're listening to anything YB says, that person is crazy.
Yep.
She is like weird.
Yeah. Speaking of manufactured outrage.
Do you
Oh,
think that is Meredith?
manufactured outrage.
They've been around for
I
so
can't-
long. That's the only reason I could say
Yeah.
probably not.
No, they're not young Black economists.
Whoever that is
Very annoying.
to say
Very.
it nicely.
Always
And
has
that
been. Very annoying.
DM that they sent to Glare about offing himself, that was just sickening.
That anyone that can say that kind of stuff to someone is disgusting in general, but never mind. Like, Will's very open about his mental health and like that he has been in that place before, and that makes it even worse.
Right. That's the thing about like weaponizing somebody's like authenticity and openness like with their
Right.
audience and like turning this into something like ugly and gross.
Right. Like, I can't. I have no respect for people that can say that.
You can't. There's nothing to respect there.
Nope.
That for me is the ultimate. Like, okay, you're gross, and I don't.
I know.
Shit,
Well,
are we?
I am getting a really good wine glass. I just ordered it on Amazon and I paid way too much money for it. But I was like, you know what? This is going to be awesome. It is like going to be so awesome. It's the biggest wine glass I've ever seen in my life.
Is this the
I
Pottery
can't wait
Barn
for Jimmy to
reference?
see it.
You should
Oh,
you
no,
should
okay.
auction off autographed wine glasses and send it to Kieran.
Well, speaking of Jimmy, what a piece.
Oh, damn it.
Comes the
Son
koala.
of a bitch. Hold on. Kicked us out.
Well, speaking of
Jason.
Yeah. Bring it
Tell
on,
the
April.
truth.
Jathan, quit fucking with my internet, Jathan, you bastard.
The koala.
I think KP's voice is the most annoying to me, and his is a very close second.
Yeah, photo finish on that.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
This is a knife.
Oh my god, Esty was on with Lily earlier.
I tuned in for 2 seconds and I already forgot what I was doing, but I had to turn it off.
And I listened. I think I was at the end of it. They weren't really talking about anything. It just got off.
Can y'all hear each other when all these other people are talking?
We don't hear whatever you're playing.
Here, yeah.
Cool. All
You
right.
good?
Yeah, I'm just reading.
Are you hearing voices, Danny?
I am. I had too many tabs open. Is the sweet woman here? Is that her dog?
Can I pet that dog? No, that's a
Oh,
small
yeah,
dog sound. Sweet
Alright,
woman has a big dog.
Let's see what these psychopaths are saying again.
That was a white dog sound.
Writers today. They comment on all my shit.
Oh, no.
They come in and say, not one comment. So maybe they even realize it's like, yeah, maybe shut up, dude.
Yeah, there's
Not even maybe just like
there's no defending that. Well, like they can't. So it was interesting too, as Bus Stop Live, after he went and said all that stuff, like basically endorsing Jimmy and his behavior, and that it was no big deal. And then one of the chats must have said, because I didn't listen to it live, so I don't read the chats, but one of them must have asked how Jimmy was, and he's like, yeah, no, I haven't talked to him. He's like, I called him a couple times. It's like, really? You think? I wonder why. Like, what? And you're defending him?
He was just on his show for like 2 hours, you dumb idiot. Fucking
2 nights ago with
dumbass.
Erica.
I don't look stupid.
Yeah, Jimmy's just like Dean. He just falls asleep. He's like, oh, I was sleeping that weekend.
You made white boy Aiden Carney or Shimmy's, I don't know, Carney, what's that, an Irish? Like, it doesn't get much more white than that. It's like, who made you the adjudicator on fucking what's racist and what's not racist and what's okay and what's not okay? Like, no, like, you don't get to make that decision. But if you want to try, if you want to try and be the voice of racism, you're doing a fucking good job of it. You want to be the poster boy, you're going to get your little fucking white hat and your cloak soon enough.
Yeah.
You keep going. So
Really?
that's where it is.
I wonder who made Baker's picture. Speaking of white hats, Mr. Koala, busted. Got your ass. Gotcha.
Who adjudicated you to be the speaker of racism? What the fuck are you even talking about?
Nice.
You're the one calling people racist.
Reminds me of damn it, what's the movie where never mind.
Crocodile
here.
No.
Hold
Keep
on.
explaining it. This
Fucking
could
with
be a
my
fun
eye
game.
holes.
What?
Oh, it's hilarious.
What? I
We'll
don't
find
know.
Nobody knows that this is a knife.
If this is the April we get on panel, I can just imagine what she does alone, like in her house, like practicing.
That's not what I said any better. I said that at the time. I said, you're trying to, like, what, double negative here to turn it into a positive
no
for
roof.
someone? That doesn't work.
Yeah. Like,
But you did it,
I'm
Koala.
part Mexican. I've got
It's your
photos. I'll
fault.
show you. I'll post.
That is hard to do.
Yeah, I'm part Mexican. I'll show you. Let me show you how Mexican I am.
That's hilarious.
Hombre.
Yeah, say a Spanish word.
It sucks. You cannot mute the spaces.
Hola.
You have to jump out every fucking time.
That's
This
so
is who
annoying.
they are.
Yeah.
This is how they
That shit.
This they just are. Whether we say it's wrong, disagreed, vile, disgusting, all the alls, this is truly who these people are, which just is perfect with their brand because it's completely on par with every other vile, disgustoid thing that they all do.
I said on a space the other week, it might have been what is it? Might have been even earlier in the week or whatever, that the out of all the things that have happened, like the Ghetto Mellow thing was like probably the worst, like for me. I like, and it's just tone deaf. It's just like this guy is showing you who he is. He's showing you through various platforms or various accounts of like
That ghetto rhymes
showing
with
you the type of
mellow.
person he is. And then he doubled down on it with the Bus Stop Live today.
No, the X
And it's just
account.
like, well, okay, dude, so you're a racist.
Don't mute it, don't mute it.
That's all I got from that Bus Stop Live. And if anyone got anything different, please literally step up to this podium and come argue that with me. Tell me how
Argue that with me.
that
I've heard
isn't
him
how it
say
should be
he's never been
perceived
with a black
and why
woman
it shouldn't be
before. Does
perceived
that
like that.
count?
Y'all want to hear
Yeah.
something funny?
Because there's 33 anonymous listeners here. I assume most of.
Should we just watch Teves? I mean,
Let's watch a softball game that's on right now.
Those are the worst colors I've ever seen.
Right.
so the Bus Stop Live must have had something good in it.
It was normal. It was completely normal.
I mean, he had to say something regarding Jimmy. What was that about?
It was just because
So they're trying to cancel Jimmy because he said a word, but he didn't.
Are you
say
talking
it
about
in
when
a-
Koala asked him, have you ever used the N-word before? Think long and hard before you answer, like that they had evidence of it that they were going to post?
Well,
Yes.
and then
But he
Meredith
didn't
did.
say it in like a derogatory way. He said it in like a joking way.
He ended it with an A.
Like he was doing song lyrics or something.
50-50.
Like
That's still not
said
okay. You should have known that.
but
You're never gonna live that down.
yeah, they're making it much bigger than
Because it's something. That's all
Because
they
it
want.
rhymes with
Something
bigger.
that they can blow up. Like
I
a
know.
recording. Oh my God.
All right, let's
end of
go
the
I see what
world.
you're saying, Diane G.
Instead of listening to you psychopaths, let's listen to this.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna watch that dolphin.
For racist. So
All right.
Yeah.
Have fun.
turn up in your
Have
white
fun.
cloaks because that's what you are doing.
They're talking about
And
us.
anybody who's out there, doing that for him, they're going to be labeled racist too. Is that what they want? Nobody wants that, but
Hey.
that's what they'll have.
While
Go
they're
for it.
listening and while everybody else on their end hopefully is still listening, I just wanted to say one more time for emphasis, your little leader is the biggest sack of shit, piece of shit, ballless motherfucker that there is on this planet. Fuck him, fuck you too. Eat shit and die. Kiss my ass, bark at the hole, all that shit. You people are fucking pathetic. I feel better. Y'all go ahead.
You know, I posted earlier today. It's like it's all been his own doing. Like the demise, the decline. Like, and you can sit there and people will like that BLT dude was arguing with me yesterday. Oh, he's not on the decline. He acknowledges himself he's on the decline. Like his own words say,
He
I was
does
on top
not
of the
say
world
he's
on
on the
due date.
decline.
Now look at me. I'm a piece of shit, dude. Whatever. Life sucks. That's his own doing though. Everything he's done, like there's been nothing made up. Like these are his own actions that have led to the decline, and you can see the decline. I pointed it out yesterday. It's just like, well, his latest stream had 30,000 views or whatever it was. That's not good for business. Like 30,000 views isn't a lot. Like let's look at Meredith's first stream. She has 1,000 subscribers. Her first video got 9,000 streams or whatever, 9,000 views. So he's getting ratioed on the daily by himself. Like no one's watching it. The lives are minimal. Like what is it? Like I think I seen like it peaked at like 6,000 for a live. That's 3% of your subscribers. People aren't tuning into you anymore. And there's nothing. I think I heard you say earlier. Perhaps you got to turn that music off in the
I hear
background. It's really
music
like
now.
distracting me. I'm losing my like zone here because I'm listening. I'm trying
Sorry.
to. I hear the music. I'm hearing the music in the background. What's that? And I'm like,
You're in the
but
zone.
anyway, he was
It's your head wound.
He's and his decline is all on his, and he
Too close
doesn't
to the
have the
microwave.
skills or the work ethic to like be able to build this bigger. He peaked. He's peaked, and he needs to.
He's peaked.
Oh, he's
I
paid.
say that every week.
They really think he's declining? Like, no.
They say
He's
that just
steady.
over and over and over again. Same
I
shit.
swear, every phrase I
And he
just
got
want to
like
sit here and parrot.
$6,000 in super chats like 2 weeks ago. I mean, come
Right.
on.
I'm gonna start like counting it and being like, okay, did you make that much? in
They're
your
not trying.
spaces?
They're not trying to convince us. They're trying to convince themselves.
So the chick hosting that, what is her beef with Turtle Boy? Why is he the biggest piece of shit of all time, or whatever she said?
Who's hosting it?
Oh, God,
Betsy Barron, another Baron.
another Baron, another.
Baron.
There's a lot of inbreeding going on.
I was gonna say this is very incestual.
Very
It's like
Hills
half
Have
He
Eyes.
probably wrote an article about her aunt 5 years ago, and she's never gotten over it.
Probably. That's usually the sum.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, for a minute I thought she was talking about me, but I'm not the leader.
What?
Babsy Baron. This is
I'm getting
Babs.
exploited by not the leader?
Yeah.
I
what
mean,
the
how can they act like he's a cult
Tricking
leader of
everybody.
people when a jury also believed all the evidence? They had at least 5 MDs and PhDs who backed up the evidence, but yet this one journalist is a cult leader because we all have common sense.
Well, and also like quite a bit of high praise if he's the one who like fixed the whole thing. Like it's all everything, every part of this is all because of him. You're like,
right.
It's his own doing.
He fooled like every law tuber out there. That's like stuff that they don't acknowledge. Like every single law tuber
right
went into this with an unbiased viewpoint for the most part. I mean, Melanie was, hard for Karen Reed, but everyone else not only just said that she should be found not guilty, they were like, I believe she's innocent.
Peter.
It doesn't make sense.
Peter took a long time to come around and was
He
very
admitted it though
effective.
after ARCA in trial 1 because I was like, Turtle Boy's finally going to be so happy that he's not riding the fence anymore. But
which I get it too. Like that's kind of like his brand. That's like what he does, which is I'm like that. I don't care. I don't.
But then when he was interviewed by Megyn Kelly, he kind of went back to saying, we'll never know. I would have to say that she's innocent based off what I've seen, but we'll never know what happened.
Yeah, but he didn't get hit by a car.
Well, right, but I think he was saying like we'll never know what did actually happen to John. Not except for we'll always know that he wasn't hit by a car.
Well, no, he started going back to me like beginning of trial 1 on that interview.
Brother Counsel held out for a while too, but he eventually had to admit it.
Dude, Brother Counsel is my dog.
Yeah.
I love him.
I know.
I haven't been watching him lately, but
him and his brother are awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know what the Babsy Baron chick. What's her real name? What's her role in this?
No idea.
It's just a random hater.
Yeah, I just know I'm supposed to go eat shit and bark at the moon and fuck myself.
Bark at the hole, I think is what he said.
Yeah, which was not the saying.
Her
I
words
just fixed
hurt.
it for her.
Right after kiss my ASS and bark at the hole, I'm like, no, thank you.
ASS.
Yeah, you're like, that seems like something you do on your own time.
Yeah, that's in a private space.
Too private.
Oh,
That's
PLC,
cult
they hate
talk.
you so much. You're very special.
He does. He lives rent free in so many people's brain. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we love it.
I'm here for it.
And apparently that Vagina Cryford account is getting under a lot of people's skin too. If he's getting DM'd after posting
Did you
everything
just
on
cuss?
Vagina is a medical term.
Yeah, that's scientific.
It's got to be medical or it can't
Hey,
pass.
did you ever watch King of the Hill?
Yes.
Where
I
Peggy
did when it came out.
Peggy has to do a sex ed class, and she's like in the mirror trying to say, like, bring herself to say those words, and she's like, happiness, happiness, penis. There, I said it.
I taught my kids the anatomical names at a young age, and when my son was like 8, he was at the hospital with my mom for my cousin's having a baby. And like in the middle of everybody standing out in the hall waiting, he's like, Mimi, is the baby coming out of her vagina or are they going to cut it out of her stomach?
I know that that's like correct, but I don't. I'm like, if a child says vagina, I'm like, ah.
I don't know what to say.
No zone.
I have
We
to
didn't
melt away
teach
now.
Hoo hoo and ha ha. I mean, yeah, it's a vagina.
Your
My nieces used to
punani.
call it their front bum when they were
Front bum?
That's what
best
Scarlett
friend
used
calls
to
it
call
okay.
it.
My best friend told me one time, he goes, no, boys have peepees, girls have 2 butts.
And you say 2 butts?
Yeah.
Pauline is horrified.
That's not a medical term.
2 butts? I mean,
I hate when people call it like their cookie, like their little kids, like my cookie. I'm like, oh, don't say that.
You're
Like,
going to
who
get
comes
clipped.
up with these names?
You're getting clipped talking like that.
Grosses me out.
All right, let's get back in here and see if
Winky dink and wonky donk. Like,
see
where
if
did
I
they
can
come
get
up
back out
with
of
this
these
stuff?
spaces.
Right.
Because somebody in here is going back and ratting us out. So, rat bastard.
Wait, someone ratted us out? Where?
Groups are.
They were talking about us in this space,
Saying,
watching
you're,
this
you
space.
know, who's going to buy or how dare you auction off a car that was used in, you know, in a murder and this and that. And Howie Carr just went off like a firecracker. He said, you know, everything within the defense of Karen, and that, you know, and so I can't imagine that, you know, Aiden's name Turtle Boy will ever come out of Howie's mouth again in a flattering light, you know? So now you've got Aiden, you have the legend of Boston, okay, who has you know cut you off.
Spelled 2 wrong.
So that's how
Smarty
far
pants.
you know. That's how far you take that, you know, and how
2
many,
O's
you
in
know,
that.
how many people
O's.
listen to Howie and
so
how long
stupid.
he's been on and
Good
how
job,
respected
Stuart.
how respected he is.
Stuart.
So you lost another one, Aiden, and you know, kudos, cheers. You know, you did it again.
That's
The auctioning of the Lexus is interesting to me because I get why people like might think it's like in bad taste or
Pete
whatever
Walls. You were
in that sense. But like the true crime memorabilia is like a big market. Like it's not uncommon for something like this to happen. And let's be honest, it's a very polarizing case. It was the center point of one of the most like controversial trials, I think, in that area, I would assume, in a long time. At least like in around that that Massachusetts area. I don't know. Like I don't live over there. I know it was big enough to make its way to Australia. So I assume that it was pretty big
How's a
at
Turtle
some point
Boy?
in America as well. So like it is what it is, really, at the end of the day. Like people sell Al Capone guns and like these like true crime memorabilia all the time. So I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's like it's historical I guess it's going to be one of those cases that, as there was a case that polarized, such a big demographic.
I'm sorry,
So
but 90 to
I can
10% is
understand
not
also too why people
polarizing.
might think it's in bad taste. Like I do get that side of it because someone did die that night, and
Someone.
I get why people might feel a certain way about it. So I'm not going to ever argue with someone if they think it's the wrong thing to do. I think that's you're entitled to your opinion in that, and I would understand if people think that's in bad taste.
I absolutely. And Howie's position was Karen was acquitted not once, but twice of taking the life of John. And therefore, enough with all the, all this huge uproar, if you will. That was the position he was taking. Right. And true to the point of absolutely the case, the memorabilia, there's nothing new about this.
And that's not their content. It's a fucking Spaces. Whatever. It's public. Make it private. Send invites if you want to have a private conversation.
Exactly.
Welcome to the world of Poland. And they're not giving commentary. What do you think
They
us
don't
stopping
want-
it and calling them stupid is? It's called
They don't want
commentary.
a private conversation. If they did, they would be doing it in the Discord that they're all in.
Yeah, exactly.
To be reviewed, they want popularity. It's ridiculous that they don't. This is the highlight of their lives right here.
What did BLT say right there?
Oh, he said the only person who has peaked is you in your account.
That's what I was about to say. This is their peak. They will never have this much attention ever again.
You're on the Koalaroo burner account, and it's still indexed as that. Get wrecked, you smoothie brain shit bear. Damn, Stuart.
Stuart, what are you doing here?
Yeah. But I don't know all these ex people. I don't really care.
No,
about
I don't believe they're kicking Danny out. It's something that happens even when we
Oh,
watch
no, it happens.
other
They probably
spaces.
could if they were smart, but then that would just make it more interesting to go in there and keep doing it on other people's accounts.
And
Whatever.
he's so dumb. They're in there belittling Aiden and talking about, whatever, how much Aiden sucks. And then he's like, oh, well, this case was big enough to get to Australia. Literally.
Why?
It wasn't on its way to Australia in the beginning.
Right.
It barely made the news.
Let's
Turtle
be
Boy
honest.
made it worldwide.
Right. In a case that 90% of the population is in agreement on the verdict, shouldn't be that popular.
Or
it's not polarizing. It's not polarizing when it's 90-10. And it's not going to be that popular without Aiden, obviously.
But we're all so stupid.
Yeah.
We're blinded by our cult leader.
Our leader. Oh my god, our leader is telling
We're
us
blinded by all the days of our lives.
I'm going to be completely honest, and I've said this to Cherry before, but I first heard of Karen Reed through an AKR content creator. And it was the first time I disagreed with him on a case, to the point that I was so frustrated. I started looking into other, media. And the first time I saw Turtle Boy was when he was at 34 Fairview with Richie and doing the backup.
Oh, yeah.
Test. That's the first time I saw him. So my mind was made up based off of the facts while watching an AKR person present them.
Who was that?
Yeah, who was
First and last name?
Mel.
Ah.
The guy in Florida. It
Yeah.
get Mel. It Mel was who I was watching.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I know who that is.
And since then, I've come to learn that him and Blair had beef, which is the reason he was AKR.
Right.
And then when there was one night I was watching Turtle Boy and Mel started trolling him and sending in super chats about him being a artist and stuff like that.
A massage therapist?
No,
No,
RAP.
a graper.
Yeah. Yeah, he was sending in super chats accusing him of that. And then when the McAlberts started their GoFundMe or Gives and Go, whatever, he donated $500 and was talking about how, supportive he and his channel is of them. So
It's
no
funny
one
how
can
the
say that-
majority of the AFKR people, you can like trace the lineage back to an argument with a normal person.
or a disdain for Turtle Boy.
Yeah, right. It's like all this like circular where you're like,
Right.
oh, Krusty, you're like, yeah, you had a beef with him, so you're
Right. It's not people who came into this being open-minded, looked at the evidence, and was like, she is so guilty. That tail light did his arm that way.
That's exactly what taillights do.
They'll grab a hold of you. They even do like a shaking motion sometimes.
They
Sometimes they
don't bruise
growl.
you though. They don't
Yeah.
break your arm. They don't even fracture it or bruise it. It's
No,
amazing.
or your legs or anything. No. Vicious. You got to put a muzzle on your Lexus.
So Clay's godmother was watching It Could Mel as well until Karen Reed. And yes, he did sue the same country rapper that Blair had beef with, who the super chat song first had. What's his name?
Oh God.
Why can't I think of his name? I used to
It
listen to
sounds
him.
like
Upchurch.
Ryan Upchurch, yeah. It Could Mel did sue Ryan Upchurch. Like I was following him back when that was going on.
I love Upchurch. Love him. I was so sad when I found out Clara and him like had issues. I was like, no, I love him. It's all right. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat.
Noodle's mom was
This
like,
was
why
a
did I
planned
get
awkward
mad?
silence for Danny.
Why? I'm
What?
reading shit on X.
What?
Wait, what were
They
we
still
talking
talk about us?
You were watching.
Yeah, I never
forget
heard
what
them
I was
say
gonna
anything about us. That was bad info.
No.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So when I first heard about the Karen Reed thing, it was like on the news here. It was like a big woman hits her boyfriend, Boston police officer, with her car in the snow. And at that point, I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, that's awful.
Yeah.
Like, she probably didn't mean to. She was backing up to leave, didn't see him. Like, that's what I thought. And then there was really nothing else about it afterwards. And I remember them saying that they had like video footage.
Which Chris
of her.
Albert is the one who started that.
Yeah. And so I was like, well, that's a done deal. They have it. That's sad. And I just kind of moved on. I never really thought of it again. And then I was driving to work one day and the girls had started the standouts by the bridge. And I was like, Karen Reed. I'm like, isn't that the chick that like hit her boyfriend? Like, what the hell's up with this? And then my sister called me and she's like, oh my God, have you heard about like this case? And she explained it terribly. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, you have to look into it. And I was like, okay. And the first person that popped up was Turtle Boy because I had already followed him for years. I was never really on YouTube. So then I started listening to Turtle Boy and I was like, whoa, this is that story that I heard about when they said like the chick hit her boyfriend.
April, how did you learn about it in California?
I was super late. I was super late. I had heard about it already. People I was following were talking about it, but at the time, the Lori Vallow thing, like when I decide I'm like into a case, like it's like blinders on, like I'm learning everything about this. I want to know
Yeah.
everything. So I was kind of had been dedicated to that for a while. Because honestly, to me, that one, the way I found out about the Lori Vallow case, it was like, oh, some like on Facebook, you're like, oh, some kids are missing.
Right.
I just kept seeing that and I didn't know anything else. Just kids are missing. And then it was like, oh, and they're buried on her man's property. And then you're like, do
Yeah,
tell.
I heard about it when they actually walked up to Chad and Lori in Hawaii. Like when they had
Yeah,
when they
when
weren't
Nate went there.
turning the kids over. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I had heard whispers of that and all that, and I was like, okay, like, but it was still kind of like early to get like much more. And then I kind of tuned out for a while, and then there was the documentary, and then I was like, oh, there's like more. There's like more people that are
You talking
dead.
about the Netflix one, The Sins of Our Mother or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, where I go, okay, there's more people. Like every
Everywhere
20
she
minutes
goes,
there's
people
another
die.
person who's been deaded.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I had to see that through. Then like her next trials that happened in Arizona were happening when Karen was happening, but my aunt was following the Karen trial very closely. So I was like, it was in the queue for me for a
Yeah.
while. I knew as soon as I see this through to the end, I'm on
That
that.
was gonna be the next one.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, who's everybody? Tell me and my aunt and my cousin were in a group chat, like
That would have to take a lot to catch up on at that point.
Oh, please.
And see,
I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated.
About
Hyper focus is real.
I would say about the time that John was murdered would be about the same time the Gannon Stout trial was going on with Alicia. Was that her name? Yeah.
I don't know that one.
The little boy in Colorado that his dad was military and was away, and his wicked stepmother like killed him and then obviously denied it. And then she ended up driving from there to Florida and threw his body over the bridge in a suitcase. And then she went on to North Carolina. Anyway, it's a case that Glare covered in depth, but I was watching it with Icked Mel back then. So now that I found out about Karen after Icked Mel, I learned that Glare had covered Gannon like extensively, and I want to go back and watch his coverage of that trial because apparently, he was really involved with that. But that was a crazy case.
Yeah, I think the Lori Vallow thing is what even got me. Like, I've been very podcast heavy. So like I didn't even Lori Vallow is what got me to be like, oh, there's all these law tubers. And then I was like, a bunch of people were covering that too. So that's how I found everybody. And then in between that, they're doing Karen Reed coverage. And then my aunt and my cousin are both like, buddy, you got to know. You got to know about this.
Did trial one already happen before you had trial one already happen before you got caught up? Okay.
Yes. So I had to kind of like revisit the highlights, put a face to all the names, figure everyone out, and then like the entirety. I watched every moment of trial two.
Yeah, which was drastically different from trial one. So if you've never gone and watched all of trial one,
Trial one was a different animal.
Yeah,
I have not watched it like just completely through, but I've watched I've gone like, okay, let me see this person's testimony, this person's testimony.
Lally put up fucking 80 witnesses.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was forever.
76 of them had nothing to say.
Yeah, I like there's parts of that of the first trial that I'm like, this is interesting, but then other parts where you're like, God, I can't do all the all the boring details with Lally. I'm like, you're
Yeah, the
already
friggin' high tops and the snow and
all
the
the
oh yeah,
paramedics.
all the
and-
snow talk.
Yeah.
What if anything?
What if
The
anything?
22
What if
times Beverly Canoni said, Mr. Lally, wouldn't you like to object now?
that?
He's like,
Literally.
yes, object.
Oh,
Object.
oh
Of
wait,
course I
hold
do.
on. I'm almost done with my paperclip
Of course,
necklace.
Your Honor. Whatever you say. Whatever
Yeah.
you say.
That
It was
You're like,
nuts.
Mr. Lally.
Hmm. Mr.
And the buffer zone
Who,
shit
if
getting
anyone,
blown
was
out of
driving the
proportion.
car?
Yeah.
You're like, no, nobody. It was nobody. What do you
Who,
mean?
if anyone, did you see driving the vehicle?
What if any? What if any? What if any?
What if any car were you in?
Yeah.
You're like,
At
that's
least
stop
at
it.
least he didn't get up there and fucking say, what are all these holes in the back of this shirt?
Or
That's where the fucking
Oh my god.
Right, but he
that was
also
46 years old.
He
he
just
also
converted a
neither
video.
him nor McLaughlin. What was the assistant DA's name? The girl.
Laura.
okay.
Laura McLaughlin.
Like
McLaughlin.
neither one of
Laura
them spoke
McLaughlin.
up when Hank was misrepresenting the evidence, and that's a huge problem.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
misrepresented
Could
the
be
evidence.
more
too.
important. What could be
What?
more egregious?
I love that clip.
Yeah.
What?
I know back then I remember like someone doing this really funny tweet like about like if you were the child of Bob Alessi, like asking about taking the car out and and him doing those things and then like in conclusion no.
I'm going to state my point, restate it, and then revisit it with you once again.
Yeah,
Mr.
like
Alexi, you
here's
don't
the
have to
There
outline.
was there was a lot more actual court in the first trial too. A lot more court.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it got watched like 12 times every fucking day.
we did. We would we would watch it, then watch the highlights, and then come on our channel and discuss it all.
No, we weren't
Really
streaming
on that,
the
Danny.
first trial. We started streaming in March.
Yeah, we were like in
In
between.
between.
Yeah.
In between trials because nobody was live.
As
and
we were
couldn't hang out.
bored.
Wasn't the mistrial also in summer?
I think
I
that's
can't
what
remember.
what's
Summer
his name
before.
said.
I thought both trials
No, it
ended
was
in
like
summer.
They did.
Yeah, Larry, DUI guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he said
No, it wasn't in between trials. It was we were streaming for 3 months.
Yeah, like we were doing trial one together.
at the
Towards the
end.
end of it.
Yeah, we were watching it again before trial 2 started. Right?
And then in between we were gonna watch it again, but we had to swap over the week of the fucking verdict.
Right.
It sucked. But yeah, we used to watch some shit. was
And
fun.
Danny would be at work all day and we'd be like, come on, Danny, you need to catch up. We need to review what happened.
Yeah,
And he'd be like,
it definitely
"I'm
was during time
tired."
because you hadn't seen, some of the testimony that day. So
Mhm.
you
Oh,
would
yeah.
want to watch like all of it, and we're trying to get to the highlights of it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, dude.
You'd be
Well,
yelling
that's
at
how
Lolene. No
for-
spoilers, Lolene.
for Lori's first trial, it was not televised. They would release the audio of it the following day. So on the day that I was like, I need it, and that's why I downloaded a Twitter because I never had it before that, and there would be reporters that would like live tweet, like kind of how Jess Machado did, but like everything that was going on. So I'd be like at my desk, like, oh, fuck all these people, like refresh. Now what did they say? Like, dude, I would read the whole trial and then I would still listen to the audio the next day.
And you're supposed to be reading heart test, right?
It's easy. You can do it with you can do it. It's
I
not
hope so.
I think what's going to be interesting if someone like does FOIA requests like Corey did with Karen's sidebars and so forth in the Richard Allen trial, because we got nothing. And there is so much coming out now with them working on the appeal.
Yeah.
So like someone, if they haven't already started, is going to step up and kind of be that person for Richard Allen. I think that's going to get very interesting.
Yeah, and he's been like during the whole Karen thing, I feel like it was like Lori, and then I had my Karen Reed, and then now that I have my Karen Reed, Richard Allen is like my in the background, like I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse and like keep track of the evidence as best as I can and the characters, but yeah.
But it's hard because it wasn't televised, and then you've got so much that wasn't allowed in at trial, and to try to keep up with what the jury actually heard
Right,
versus what
right.
we know, it's
Right.
difficult. And that case, I mean, I followed it since the beginning, and it went so long without even having a suspect, and then all of a sudden you've got all these conspiracy theories, and then all of a sudden you've got this one prime suspect, and it was him, but then nothing made sense.
Right. No, and all these other suspects seemed like they fit the bill like way
Right.
better.
Right.
So BLT, they need to find their own audience if they want to do a live.
Well,
Can we go
someone was
back
saying
in?
True Kangaroo was coming on with Koala now, that they were about to get amped up.
Yeah, they're already amped up. BLT says he's
Tell the
fucking
truth,
ready.
koala.
He's in there stirring the pot.
Let's go listen to it again.
Maybe.
We should
Really?
You should do it under like my account.
Fuck that. If we're gonna do it.
It's like I need 3 to 5 business minutes to think about it.
Oh yeah, whoever just posted about the Murdoch trial, I watched that one every single day.
Yes.
Murdoch was awesome. An awesome
Unbelievable.
trial.
That there was I forget I have to figure out the name of the person whose podcast I listened to that was doing like multiple podcasts per day, and then again, like when I'm loosely like just trying to know what's going on, and then all of a sudden it hooks me, then I'm like, all right, play me the whole trial. Just
Right.
start from the
It
beginning.
was one you didn't want to miss a single witness. It was so good.
It was really good.
And now he might be getting another trial because of Becky's misconduct.
Well, Becky sucks.
But right after that verdict happened and they were out on the front steps of the courthouse, when the prosecution was like, and we want to give a special thanks to Becky. And he kind of turned around and kind of looked up at the balcony, I guess, where they were standing, and waved. I was like, that feels weird. And
Ooh.
then come to find out, all of this stuff happened with her. I'm like, I felt it from the get-go.
Yeah, this was for your book.
But
I
I mean,
took some liberties with my book. Some creative liberties.
and then can't sell it anymore.
Yeah, and then you plagiarized 50% of it.
But it was just amazing that, I mean, almost up until trial time, he had no clue that FaceTime video existed. It was like that changed and honestly, without that, the timeline would not be so hard to overcome.
Yeah.
But it is almost impossible to overcome because of that FaceTime.
Right.
Like, who else could have possibly come up and did this with like 30 seconds to spare,
Well, please. Also, you like staged a fake like
visit to your mom's and all that.
No, the side of the road thing.
Oh yeah, when the
Where's-
gunshot.
Yeah, that part I was like, what?
The part about that trial that was so hard though, when you're sitting there doing the pros and cons of his guilt, was like, could it have really been that bad for him to off his wife and son over? It never made sense to me.
What
Like,
a
you had to
tangled
be
web we weave.
really bad off on those Oxycontin, or really, really just blinded by the whole money issue to go
I
and
think, yeah, the two
take
things
two
in
people out
conjunction.
that you loved. Like, there was no evidence really that there was any bad relationship to the point that he would do something like that. But to sacrifice your family to try to come out ahead of, you know, these embezzlement charges and all this stuff. It was a weird motive for me
Well,
to
but
accept.
I do think that that is the motive in nearly every family annihilation case.
But I mean,
I can't
I
have
don't see
my
how you could.
family suffer the embarrassment of like I'm going broke, like how will they live? Like it's almost, I mean, I don't want to say the word because it's so overused, but like kind of like this narcissistic mentality of like I can't I can't, they'll never be able to survive without me and with this embarrassment. Like that's all these family annihilators do have
But
that.
to blow your son's brains on the ceiling over it, like
Careful there, person that doesn't cuss.
I'm not saying the pew pew
Don't
word
get
and
too
stuff, but
explicit with it there, non-cusser.
to think about what he had to do, see, and go through over selfish motivations. That just I cannot imagine that as
What
a
about
parent.
Chris Watts?
Well, he had reason.
More
They
reason
weren't
than
valid. They weren't valid, but in
I don't
his
think it's
mind,
any more or less. I feel like that's silly. Like he just wanted to be with another chick. Like
exactly. And he didn't want another child, and he didn't want to deal with a divorce and custody and money and all that stuff.
right, but Alec was trying to make it like distract from his own
Yeah, to
fraudulent
me, that's more selfish though than even Chris. Like,
Well, it's
I'm
all
willing to
very astounding.
sacrifice y'all in order for me to possibly get away with these crimes I've committed. Versus,
Yeah,
Chris
but how is
seems
that
more
any more
standard.
I feel like it's to me, I feel like I look at it with the same level of like blind selfishness of like, oh, Chris Watts just wants
Yeah,
to
but
be
the
with
the Chris motive you see a lot more, in my opinion. I mean, that's
But
more
also
common.
you're doing an
You're
M
unaliving.
you're doing an M word to two small children, little
that
girls.
that you obviously loved, but not as much as yourself. That
Well,
and the way he did that, like after everything came out in his prison confessions to the prosecution, you were like, they were alive when you left the house. You rode with them with Shanann's body in the floorboard, took them out there, smothered them one by one while the others asking about like, and then put them in those oil containers. Like,
well, that's exactly what you're saying is exactly my point, is that I don't feel like one or the other is more horrific. Like, if you have that mentality, if you're willing to go that route in any manner, like however you play that out, like you have that. You're okay with that. Maybe you don't like it, maybe it sucks, but you think I have to save me. I need to get what I need out of this.
no, I get what you're saying about selfish motivations. I just can't think of another case that was similar to Murdoch's, though. I can think of several, like Chris's situation.
Oh, like John List? It's like a super famous family annihilator who's like just going broke and pretending to go to work every day because he was too embarrassed to tell his family he wasn't providing for them anymore. And then when that jig was up or he couldn't continue it any longer, just annihilated the whole family. Like they can't just go
Like a
be somewhere else.
self-preservation thing. Like I don't think Murdoch's was a family preservation. It was self-preservation.
Oh yeah, because he was about $300,000 in debt to the guy selling him pain pills.
Those Oxy Golds.
Yeah, in
The dude
addition
was
to the
buying-
millions of dollars in
the dude
fraud.
was buying
Then he was
so
taking- I
many
mean,
pills.
I guess when you think about it, like the mindset that it would take to steal from the clients and their families that he was doing was appalling all in itself. Like listening to those testimonies at trial was like,
Yeah, dude.
how
People that are
horrible
like
you have to
bots.
Watching that documentary or the show on Hulu and having to listen to him say Bo about 250,000 times. Bo. Hey, Bo. Pop off. All right, Bo. Gonna be all right, Bo. Like, dude, you took 65 pain pills today. It's not going to be all right.
Well, yeah. Listening to like that podcast I listened to that was covering that, it was like, dude, there'd be like 6 hours of in between like the actual murder stuff of like, oh, and then this person who became a quadriplegic from this car
Mhm.
accident that he settled for this much money and gave them, like 30,000 and he kept
And
4
the
million.
family of this one that lost this relative,
Right.
and then the housekeeper,
The housekeeper's
situation.
kids. I mean, he's
Yeah.
straight up.
And those poor kids, I mean, I
How
felt
are
so
the
bad for
attorneys
them.
the ones that are controlling this? You would think a law firm that big, everything would have to go through one person to get in and out of an account.
Right.
I mean, and he was the one who wanted the housekeeper's kids to sue his homeowner's
Oh, yeah.
insurance, and then
Of course
stole
he
the
did,
money.
because that
It's
was
like
his only
crazy.
way to get the money, is
It's
if
just
they did it.
crazy.
Which apparently that's very common for lawyers to do. Like I've heard of a lot of lawyers like embezzling the money and telling the clients that they get less.
I mean,
I think it would be pretty easy to do if you're if I'm the lawyer and you're my
Mhm.
housekeeper and I've known you and you raised my kids,
Yeah.
and I just tell you,
That
don't worry,
trust there.
I'm gonna just take
Yeah.
care of it. I just need you to
Yeah.
sign. I'm gonna take care of you.
Right.
Just sign these papers. Like it would be easy. It would be so easy.
Oh, you're going to trust them all the way up to that point. Why would you stop trusting them
They
then?
didn't know until the trial that he had
That
gotten
they they didn't even know the money had come in yet.
Yeah, they had no
They
idea.
had no idea it had come in and he had taken it.
They didn't even know that much money was an option.
Right.
Like, that was on the table.
Gloria Stratterfield, something like that. Wasn't that her name? Satterfield. Yeah.
That sounds like a name I've heard before, but I'm a little too distant now to remember the names.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was and then it was like episode after episode of another
It was amazing. And to think that they were fighting all of that fraud coming in as character witness was like, are you serious?
I
It's
would like to
very
know from anybody, everybody, if any of you, because I think if he gets a retrial, that they will fight tooth and nail to keep out all that fraud stuff. Do you think
Well,
it should
they
be?
tried the first time, and obviously it didn't work. And they're going to have a new judge because Newman retired, but he pled guilty to all the fraud stuff.
But do you think it should come in like that?
Yeah, I think it should.
I think it should because it shows
character and mindset.
Yeah.
It leads up to the whole which again, I have a problem with the motive, but the prosecution's trying to say the motive was money involved, and because his secretary was on to him that day and called him to sign, how the timeline worked out.
Right.
So I think it will come in again. They'll obviously try to prevent it, but I don't see how it doesn't.
I would imagine that some of it gets limited, because I feel like it was so extensive. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. And
But
also,
at the same time, is it more probative than it is prejudicial?
I don't know. Like, at what point do you draw the line there where you're like, this is.
I don't think you get to, because he did it. I mean, that's how desperate he was.
Well, right. But if you're using this as like a character thing, or to lay the foundation for motivation, because
Mhm.
that should happen in quick succession.
Mhm.
Do you get to go back years and years and years of this type of fraud? At a certain point,
Yeah, is there like a limit?
it's not
I
adding
just
to the
figured
motive.
out who Beach Nance is because I'm watching like 5 of the shows right now.
Do tell. Who is it?
So I figured out who Beach Nance is.
Wait, I don't even remember Beach Nance. Who was that?
They were calling
in this chat earlier.
Asking you what rodent you had for.
Yeah. So that is Jay
Oh.
Brillin. Jay Brillin.
Oh, shut up.
He's a beach Nancy?
The guy? You mean the other guy on the show? The guy in the
Yeah.
middle?
The guy on the end.
I knew it as soon as he
My other
said
brother Daryl.
Mississippi boy.
I mean,
my
it
brother
made
Daryl
sense
and
that it came from
my
the
other brother
JFK
Daryl.
stream after the deer in your refrigerator comment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, everyone down here has a
Like,
deer in
who
their
doesn't?
freezer, not your refrigerator.
Right.
It's in your freezer.
Right. Like
We got our
my
deer chili and
mother-in-law's.
everything else.
Yeah, we have an entire friggin' what are
Elk.
those deep freezer things? At
But
my
that's
mother-in-law's,
who
an
that's who Beach
entire
Lance
one
is.
full of-
You gotta watch for the
and it's damn good.
just gotta know what to watch for.
I remember when you
We'll
were
bring him back. Come back up.
Come on
that's
in.
right.
come
Yeah.
on panel
Come
and
on
agree
down.
Get in my face.
agree with
No
everything
whammies,
we
no
say.
whammies.
They're not watching you. What are you talking about?
I know.
They're in
I-
other people's chat, but they're bouncing around trolling people. So you
And we
should.
still haven't like figured out at what point he entered the scene, right? Like, does he even know Karen Reed information, or was he a childhood friend that
he's
we just needed to
local.
fill in for James, or what?
Seems like he's local. He's gonna know it. We're
I
not
think
coming
he's
on
a
up. Nobody's coming up here.
person to them.
No.
I don't know. I don't see what he contributes to the show so far,
We're
but I
about
haven't
to
been
we're about
watching
to
it
come
other
on
than
down.
clips.
I'm about to drop y'all in Baker's chat. That's what I'm about to do.
No, we're having fun.
We just hit 3 hours. That's the mark.
I thought it was
Fun.
420.
Yeah.
No, 420 is a long stream.
It's
It's
supposed to
late.
be every
Got
stream.
one more day at work.
Dog. Hello, puppy dog.
Uh-oh.
Can I pet that dog?
She looks so scared.
She's like, don't put me on camera.
She's like, no.
Like I'm up too high. Too high.
She
Way
gets
too
so
high.
scared when Dakota holds her. I'm like, maybe she's scared of heights.
Yeah, too far off the ground.
She thinks I gave birth to her, though. It's
Iris says it's only 9 there. You must be where April is because it's 11:15 here. One, well, not
it's
one more day at work.
12:15.
We still have homework and studying to do.
Yeah.
Damn. Some late night studying.
Damn, calm the fuck down, Lawleen.
Calm the fuck
God
down.
damn.
And then get up
Yeah.
at 5:30.
Ugh.
You're gonna have to run across 3 lanes.
No,
Yeah,
I
What do
can't.
you gotta get up at
Working
5:30 for?
Danny, now we can't
Jerry.
leave.
To get up at 5:30,
Jerry,
I
tell
have
me
to
how
get.
to stay.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Cherry.
Cherry.
I
Hey,
get
great
up
job
at
on the new super
5:30
chat
to
thing.
get myself ready, and
What'd
then
you
I
say,
wait.
maybe?
I was saying, great job, Cherry, on the new friggin' super chat thing for the glare.
Yeah, it's good.
That's some good shit.
You and
my God.
BLT work well together.
Is BLT
He's
still
good.
Twisted Tragedies kid.
You
LML,
losers
you'll be
are
okay.
always so off with your ignorant guesses. Oh.
Well, we know there's more than one of you, dummy.
Who is the ignorant one spending their time watching people that they just want to have bad comments to say about them?
Yeah.
Let me
Go
guess.
find-
They're going to call me stupid.
Go find your own friend group.
They're hanging out in the garage.
Garage.
Wait, do we have the Scott trifecta right now? I think we do.
Shit.
Which one of the which of the Scots is the Scotch?
Scotch McGinnis. It's late night
Yeah.
Scott McGinnis.
Hey,
Is he
Danny,
Scotch right now?
something I wanted to ask you though. When you look at JFK's chat right now, I mean, you know how long we've been in there. I don't recognize 75 to 90% of the people in there.
No, I don't look at it either.
I mean,
No,
even
they're
when
not doing that.
Blair is streaming it or Blair is streaming, Mike streaming it, you know, like when I see the people in there, I recognize a handful of the people. Like, we are more long gamers than y'all can ever imagine you are. Okay?
Can you say it?
Yeah. Watch
saw the
y'all go
spiral.
in there.
Long gamers.
We're long gamers.
Hey.
Like most of us met in either JFK or Will's chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cherry's getting restricted on her speech.
I am too. Oh, it let me write
Well,
it out.
don't say shit when you're a mod. Maybe somebody turned it off so the mods can't get you in trouble anymore. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
not bad, but this
I
one.
remember when disclaimer was invented, okay? And the clown and everything else. Way before there was a James Jackson. Like, we've been there a long
You
time.
lost us.
The
You had us.
long gamers have only been around for what, 9 months? They haven't even given birth yet.
They haven't had the chance to be
They're not
fucking
even to
enjoyed.
term.
Right.
Oh, so now they're
me when
shitting
you're
on Scott
dying.
McGinnis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Ew, why? But
Just
they're not
whatever
trying
Dennis
to
abused.
divide the movement, guys.
Yeah.
They would
Even
never
though
do that.
Scott went on Karen's fundraiser, like, why are they turning on Scott?
Scott has
Like,
done
Scott
Because
has
he's
been
not like
around.
neither have
the
we.
Nelson Turtle Boy. Is that what it's all about? Because that's really what it seems like.
Yeah.
If we want to get real, to put
Yeah,
the
maybe
timeline.
Jay Brillin isn't beach nats. Whoop-de-doo. But if they're not, they sure do go a lot of places together.
To put the timeline together, the first
Well,
time
it could be like a troll, like a bar hop for trolls. When they just hop all the FKR rooms. It's probably 100 of them doing it, just watching it.
God, yeah.
When they get kicked out, just like these people, they go in JFK's room and they try to get kicked out.
It's the Trinity killer.
Say a bunch of dumb shit. Have
Always
fun.
there.
Yeah, just like Trinity. Doing that little dance, making people think you don't have a boat. You're not going to get thrown off of it.
I have been thinking about the Buster Murdoch in the elbow room for days. I'm like, is he okay? Can we check?
Well, Buster's still walking around on the beach out there.
But I'm gonna break down the timeline real quick for the new long gamers. The
Oh
first
God,
time,
please don't. No, we're not doing that because I don't want to talk about them.
wasn't
Period.
drama. It was
Don't
just fact.
want to talk about them.
All right.
All
Because
right, all right, all right.
Fuck that.
I was just gonna do the evolution of TV. That was it.
They'll do it later when they're talking about us.
They won't admit the evolution of TV.
Everybody's talking about everybody, and everybody's saying, "Well, they don't have any content." I'm like, no, it's just more fun.
We just went over 4 court cases that didn't involve Karen Reed.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, speaking
Oh,
of court cases,
But will people stay in here and hang out when we're watching trial coverage? That's the question.
Yeah.
They're going to search the internet for the drama.
We haven't even played anything new on the Connecticut kid.
That's
He
what I was
finally
just
got
gonna
an-
say.
He
Who's
finally got an
Rebel's
attorney,
lawyer?
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's happened, like a 6-minute freaking deal.
Did
Where-
anything?
Lawyer.
I haven't heard the name yet.
I hadn't either.
Did anything?
It's been said it's someone that people know, but I don't know. I forget the name now.
Yep.
Did anything more come out today about Cox's resignation or whatever?
Oh,
Like, has that been confirmed?
Well, I saw more of the same type of confirmation. Like, reports are saying he's gonna be on his way out, but there's not. I haven't seen anything that's like
He hasn't
the resignation
made a speech or anything.
Right.
Okay.
I'm sure he won't make a speech. He's like, what I
It
need
has
is to not be asked
nothing
these
to
questions.
do with Deaver or Karen Reed. It's just my time to
I've
move
never
on.
heard of them. I was in Michigan at the time. Here's my alibi.
Darnell Crossland, a Stanford attorney.
Who that?
That's Raul Valley's new attorney, I guess.
Yeah, we're
that's
definitely
the
gonna
one
watch that.
he likes.
Hopefully it escalates now that he's got an attorney.
Yeah.
I'll be ready to
Well,
get
you
it
know
started.
it is because they had already given him one extension or whatever.
Yeah,
So I'm
so it
sure they're going to
says,
go ahead and set a trial date.
Yeah, it says he's gonna cross-link plans to file motions, including potential double jeopardy claims.
Dude, Danny, can you put up Megan's comment?
It's Megan.
Can it be double jeopardy if he was never found
There's too many
guilty
vowels.
on something?
Which one? Which one?
What resignation? A1 is that
Meganing.
Never said that word in a sentence.
Oh, Danny, Erica's doing a spaces.
Oh, pop in.
Send it to me. I guess we're gonna be on here till 4:20.
I mean, my guy. You'll be
I'll
all right.
dance.
Says the girl in California.
Can't send it in Discord though because I still can't pull Discord
So
up.
early.
Yeah. Copy link. You have to remember, I don't know how to X, okay?
Well, now it works again.
Oh,
What?
everything. You've got your wits about you again.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to send it on Discord?
Sure.
I know you love Erica as much as I do, so.
Yeah, we'll go in there and
So
check.
guys, I'm gonna hop off so I can go get homework done and get in the bed before it's time to get up. So I'll catch the rest of the stream in the morning.
All right.
Lolly,
We're not staying on that much longer because I'm tired.
Y'all have a good night. Night chat.
Good night. Love you.
Get up here and
Love you,
Hey,
daughter.
Lolene.
Night, Mary B.
So Baker's telling off Jay Brillin.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I saw Jay Brillin telling Baker to his name is Giga. Pronounce it correctly when you say his name. It's like, what?
Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
Yeah. They just got their little spies watching everybody's stream, but I appreciate the view.
They were saying it Jigga.
Yeah.
It's Jiggalotti.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't say that when
They
Baker.
spent like 17 hours saying Jigga.
I know.
Oh,
But
we're wrong?
Baker's accent.
Oh,
You wrong.
Yeah,
Baker.
maybe Baker should.
Yeah. So he may have a hard time saying it, but he can say it in a bunch of different ways, which is probably the same.
Stupid April, can you learn Baker's accent for me?
His accent turns stupid April into crazy Amy. So I don't even know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
I don't
weird.
know how to work around that.
It's so good. I love it. He was saying flashlight all day today. And I'm so glad Jamie pointed it out. She was like, Baker, please stop saying flashlight because it doesn't sound like flashlight.
Yeah, this is a slippery slope, Scott, for sure. We're just gonna keep laughing at it because some of the shit's hilarious. Let's see what Erica's. There's only 9 people in here.
Well, let's make it 10.
She'll be all excited. She's like, Danny.
Whole like tit for tat thing, like so and so said something, so I'm gonna say something, and you know, so and so did this, so I'm gonna do this. It's like, where does it end? You know, it makes no sense. But yeah, just chilling on the. I guess. Oh, I'm entering Westboro. I never realized everything is still spelled like O-U-G-H. I don't know why I thought they had changed that. Oh shit, Danny Thomas. I like to say Daniel, I get so mad. I'm just kidding. What up, brother? But yeah, I don't understand why we still do West like Borough. Is it B-O-U-R? Oh yeah, I don't even fucking know. It used to be B-O-R-O. Oh, oh no. At least that's what I thought it was. Shit.
I still do it that way.
I
Fuck
am
the
currently
UGH.
on Route 9, I think it says, which I genuinely like.
Where's she going to?
Don't really even know where I am as far as like
Oh, yeah, that's right.
the area. I'm not from out here, so
Probably going home.
stick to the
I should have gone. They were right near me.
other
Been like,
city.
hey, I'm here.
You know, I go North Shore, South
Me
Shore.
murdered.
This is a way south for me, but it was fun. We had a good night.
It's me
Went to
murdered back
Hooters
here.
and had a couple of apps and hung out for a little bit and laughed, and it was a good time. So
Oh,
I'm happy. I hope everyone else is. I'm sure they are. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up and talk, by all means.
Exactly, Kasi.
Obviously,
I wonder what
around
would
here,
happen if I could go up and talk while I'm on the stream.
so
Do it and bring
anything to say,
Kazi.
by all means.
You'll be able to hear all of us,
so
but it'll probably be fucked up.
Perfect.
I think I'm gonna really kind of like lock in and
we'll mute.
just get this fucking YouTube channel off the ground, or at
Oh
least
yeah, it's gonna mess up my mic.
something. I have to, I don't know, like commit to a space, a schedule, or whatever. I don't know.
LML, I'm pretty
I
sure
like
that's what
doing
they
them,
did if they're on Route 9.
when
If
I
she's on
can,
Route
because I
9.
feel bad if I can't make it or something, and I have to bail, obviously. But I know people understand. What's up, Uncle Frank? Hope you're doing all right, babe. Mad love to you, boo. Actually, I'm actually technically out in Uncle Frank's neck of the woods, and she's in mine right now.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I guess I say it's like when I think it was Jimmy that laughed at me when I said like, out west, and he's like, "What do you mean out west?" And I was like, "Well, you're out west to me, like I'm in
We're
the city,
central.
and I'm obviously
I'm out west.
considered, I guess, on the coast, right? It's Boston. And if I have to go out to you, I drive west, right?" And he's like, "No, out west is like Springfield,
Berkshire.
Because I said, "All right, so you're in the middle then, Central Mass, I guess, right? I guess that's what it's considered." But
Nice. I'm glad that wasn't all that interesting. I mean, it's interesting because it's Erica, but she wasn't in the drama. Like responded in no drama. Just a Hooters visit.
No, I'm glad they went out and had fun. They need that.
Yeah.
Too much bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Kazi G, you done missed all kind of drama. What's up, buddy?
Kasi. Yeah, I went to school in Northborough for dog grooming, and I didn't even know like Northborough was a thing. When they told me, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're sending you there." I was like, "Where the fuck is that?"
What is a Northborough? Yeah, that's where I grew up. Well, like on the Northborough line of Marlborough.
Northborough.
Yeah.
Northborough.
I was all in the middle of all the boroughs.
The boroughs.
Like tunnels? Are there other boroughs
Friggin'
like
suburban
tunnels?
heaven. It's the burbs.
Dude, over here, everything
Jay's
the way
dog's
that it's
attacking
written is the way that it's pronounced. Over where you are, y'all just make it up.
No, I didn't do the Meredith stuff yet. I
No,
didn't
the
want to do
British
it
people
because
made it up.
April's up here. It's awkward.
I can go.
No, I don't want to do it.
No, yeah, I would rather like. I know Teebs like just wants it to go away, so.
The best
I
thing
try
we got
not
out of that Spaces earlier was BLT in there razzing the shit out of them.
Right.
I would argue that the best thing we got was Sean McCabe defending the death threats.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. We did get that.
That was.
He's like, just to be clear, my
They were
death
only
threat
for
was
Turtle Point.
only to aiding Tierney.
Yeah,
Okay.
like you shouldn't be
Just-
offended.
Who's
if
also
you're
a
not
witness
him.
in something.
Like, thank you for announcing that that's what it was in case.
Right.
Like,
You
we
know.
friggin' knew it, but it's
They
also
didn't
nice to have you say-
legally know that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that
these
was-
people don't get any dumber, honestly.
No, wait, it's us. It's us that we should eat shit and bark at the hole. Or
Yeah.
whatever she said.
Yes. Bark at the hole. I'll go dig one. We can bark at it later if you guys want.
Sweet. Yeah, that's the hard part is digging the hole. So I'm glad you'll do
Yeah.
that.
Maybe I should have Dakota do it then.
Dude, Danny seems like he could dig a real nice hole.
Oh, yeah.
Can you dig a
That
hole
was
there?
going, boy.
That hole
There
is
you go.
real nice.
Dig me a hole, boy.
I say we go in Baker's room. He's got 600 people in there.
Oh, sweet.
Does he?
I know. This is what I want with a raid. is for us to just be on panel with him and just
Damn.
Fuck with him.
troll.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, Chef?
Yeah, if you're in StreamYard on panel when we do it, it ought to put you on their panel. That's
Yeah.
what
Word.
Right.
pop up on other people's panel.
The whole fucking
Yeah,
thing.
just like I'm here.
I'm here, guys.
What are
What are
we
we
doing?
talking about?
Everyone's favorite creators.
Yes. Well, time to go to sleep, to go to work. Say goodbye, ladies.
God.
Bye.
Bye. Good
All channels,
night.
do that now. Make sure JFK let the fucking public know anybody can have one. So
Yeah.
start them if you got them.
Even women.
Even women.
Even the women out
I
there.
didn't know. I never
YouTube
knew.
pages, free YouTube pages for everybody. Get your YouTube pages while they're hot.
Is that why you make me send you weekly deposits?
Yeah, because yours isn't free.
Now I get it. I always wondered what I was paying you for, but I never knew.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yours isn't free.
Just fork it over.
Yeah.
All right,
I figured
MJ.
it was that way.
Good night, ladies. Tell us a story, MJ, for old time's sake.
Oh, good night, Danny.
A real story, MJ.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna cut me off over extorting money from me, but you didn't.
I didn't do it then. That would have been rude.
Yeah, what's I'm not a monster. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm not.
Do you want to hear about my day today? How to drive around a lot?
Can you explain to us what actually happened with the laundry today?
Oh yeah, the laundry you started this morning.
Well, I didn't start it this morning. I
So you
ended up sitting in my car at the beach for a few hours.
Nice.
And then I picked up the kid and ran some errands.
Light it up, lean in close. Puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Secrets burning fast. Truth so loud, we don't even ask. He lied, she cried, I got the receipts. ChatRats sliding through like silk on the beat. ChatRats, we the crew you trust. Spilling that tea with a glam and a gust. We don't whisper, we broadcast facts. Rats on the mic and we got your back. ChatRats, yeah, we said it tum-tum. Yeah, we said it tum-tum. ChatRats, yeah, we said it tum-tum. Yeah, we said it tum-tum. ChatRats, yeah, we said it tum-tum. Yeah, we said it tum-tum. ChatRats, yeah, we said it tum-tum. Yeah, we said it tum-tum. ChatRats.